Hello everybody, this is MMA Latest. My name is Stephen Housen. This is our UFC 202 live watch-along stream. Thank you for joining us this evening. We will not be showing the fights. Let's get out of the way early. If you've come to watch the fights, this is not what you're about to see. What you're about to see here is myself talking to some other journalists, and we're going to have some UFC fighters on as well. We're going to have some of you guys in. We're going to be reading some tweets. We're going to be answering some questions, and we're going to have a right laugh watching what's going to be an incredible card. Kicking off the main card, we have got Tim Means against Sabah Hamasi in what's going to be probably an absolute war, followed by a welterweight bout with Mike Perry and Hyun Lim. And then we get into the absolute meat of what we're here to see, don't we? We have got Donald Cerrone, we have got Anthony Rumble Johnson and Glover Teixeira, and then we've got Conor McGregor versus Nate Diaz in one of the most eagerly anticipated rematches of all time. So without further ado, what we're going to do is we're going to go straight into the comments. We're going to see if there's anybody with some decent comments for us. I understand there's going to be a ton of people that aren't happy that we're not showing the fights, but if you read the description, we've never claimed to be showing the fights, so don't get mad at us for that. Right then, let's have a look what's going on in the comments. Basically a lot of angry people that we're not showing the fights. Well, there you go. We are looking at Tim Means and Hamasi is the first fight that we are going to be seeing. Tim Means and Hamasi, welterweight fight. This is an intriguing fight, I think, and it's about to kick off very soon. At the moment, on the stream that we're watching, we have still got an advert for McGregor and Diaz. Let's go and have a look. We are not showing the fight, everybody. Please read the description. We are not showing the fight. If this is your first time with us, then thank you for joining us. We do these for every single pay-per-view. If this is your second time, then come and talk to us in the comments. Come and talk to us on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, use the hashtag MMA Latest Live. And we're going to also see who is on the Skype as well. So let's see if we've got anybody on Skype ready to go with us. T-Mobile Arena looking absolutely fantastic for this one tonight. Not sure if it eventually managed to sell out or not. They were struggling until late in the week to see if it actually managed to sell out. I'm sure someone will let me know in the comments. We might have Nick with us online. We have got Goldie on the screen at the moment. Is there any comments? We cannot show the fights. Think about it. We cannot put the fights on YouTube. UFC would be all over it in about 5 seconds. Rogan and Goldie now talking. We are going to get Nick on in a second. He's just going to nip out. Andy, that. Cheers for that. Listen, everybody, stop getting mad. We cannot show the fights. This is a watch-along stream. This is not a live stream of the fights. Relax. Read the description. Don't get mad at me because you can't read. Right, let's talk about these fights. What we want to be seeing from the main event, Conor McGregor versus Nate Diaz. Now, I analysed the first fight and I was thinking, how are we going to see this one break down? I was actually shocked that the rematch is being done at welterweight because I think that lends a massive advantage to Nate Diaz, an absolutely massive advantage to Nate Diaz. Bringing him to 155 is going to make it really difficult. We've got... Sorry, we just had a call of them. Bringing it down to 155 levels the playing field massively because it makes Nate Diaz a lot smaller. It means that he's got to struggle in fight week. He's got to struggle to make 155, and if he's struggling to make 155, Conor's not really got a massive weight cut to do to 155. It's going to make it a lot more level playing field. If they're walking in at 170, Conor's weighed 168 anyway, so he's literally not had to cut a single pound for this. Nate's coming in at 170, and I reckon he's coming down from as high as 190 for this. So when they're in the cage tonight, there's going to be a massive difference. 20, 25 pound difference is an enormous amount in the cage. And I think you're going to see a massive element of that in the main event tonight. Aside from the main event, in the co-main event, Glover Teixeira against Anthony Rumble Johnson is an absolute feast. Absolute feast. What a treat we're in for here. If it's going the distance, you've got to put your money on Glover Teixeira. But if it's not, and I don't think it will, then I think you've got to put a first round win on Anthony Rumble Johnson, because that is a man that knows how to finish fights. Right, let's have a look in the comments. So many angry people that can't read. What's wrong with you? I actually can't believe how many angry people are in. Some of you need to get a grip, man. What is going on with you? 209. There's a lot of 209. Let me know in the comments. Who are you rooting for this evening? Are you going for Nate or are you going for Conor? Talk to me. Which way are you bending? Who do you think is going to win? Who do you want to win? Let's fire it out in the comments and let's see what everyone's saying. 209. 209. Everyone's going 209. Long live Harambe. Some of you need to get a grip, man. What's going on with you? 209. Turn the sound down, mate, from the stream. Can you hear me, mate? Oh, we lost the guy. Oh, we thought we had a caller. We lost him. We have got Rumble and Glover on screen at the weigh-ins yesterday. Not much in it height-wise, is there? Glover looks determined, doesn't he? But Rumble Johnson is an absolutely terrifying prospect for anybody. So what are we saying? Everyone's saying Diaz. What do I think of Cowboy and Story? I think it's an intriguing fight, but you've always got to go with Cowboy, haven't you? Always go on Cowboy. Always go on Cowboy. Unbelievable how many people thought that this was that this was going to be a live stream on YouTube. Come on. You're not that daft, are you? Still waiting for the main event to start. UFC is going through a ton of... What's this one? We have got a few calls. Let me just get onto these. Sorry, just clearing through all these calls. It's just absolutely lighting up here. We'll get to some calls in a second. What's everyone saying in the comments? What's more likely, a Rumble KO or a Glover by submission? Nick, shit. I think you got to go with a Rumble Johnson KO. Submissions are hard to get, aren't they? There's not too many submissions all the time. So I think you definitely just have to go down the route of a KO, especially when Rumble Johnson's in the mixer. Still waiting for the first one to start. Tim Means and Hamasi. I did think that this would be on already by now, but it doesn't appear to be. Do we have any questions in the comments? Gents, we are not showing the fight. Relax. Read the description. You cannot show the fight on YouTube. Dana White would have my ass on a stick, wouldn't he? Let's face it. $209. Let's have a look. Have we got any calls? We don't have any calls at the moment. If you want to call us up, hit it this side here. Add us on Skype, MMA Latest. Call us up and we will talk to you about the fights. Come on, let's chill out in the comments. If you've got some serious questions in the comments, throw them at us and we will read them out. And if you've got anything like mad to say because you're not happy that this isn't the fight stream, then just leave, because this wasn't for you. Yes, we will be talking about the fights once the fights begin, but the fights have not yet started. We are still waiting for these to kick off. I think Hamasi and Tim Means is about to kick off very soon. Let's just check this out. UFC currently showing the highlights of both Tim Means and Hamasi, and I'm sure we will be on very, very soon after that. We cannot show the fight. Please stop asking us to show the fight. The fight will not be shown. Yes, we will be commentating on the fights once the fights happen. The fights have not happening. We're going. Hamasi is walking out at the moment. Heading his way to the octagon. Looking very relaxed, I must say. Any questions in the comments? Do I think Conor's trash talk will make Diaz angry? That's from Black Gold Gamer. No, I think Nate Diaz even, just fights the way he fights. So I don't think you can get into the head of Nate Diaz. I think he is well over it. I don't think he's the sort of fighter that responds to that sort of thing. I do think that there's a very real chance that Nate is in Conor's head, though. I do think that is very, very real. We cannot put the fight on. Please stop asking us to put the fight on. You're just wasting your breath and you're wasting mine. How do I see the main event panning out, and who do I think will win and how? I did a breakdown on this where I looked into what Conor did right and what Conor did wrong. And what Conor was doing right was he was using the oblique kick to the knee of Nate Diaz, and that was keeping the range, and that was backing Nate Diaz up. And once you back Nate Diaz up, he can't throw the 1-2. Once you've got him backed up, you can then start to use your offense on him. And that's what Conor was doing very effectively early in the first round. But then I think he noticed that that Nate started to cover up in certain ways. One was with a standard guard, and the other one was that he was dipping down to his left-hand side. I think once Conor noticed this, that's when he started to throw the uppercut, and he completely abandoned using the oblique kick to the knee. As soon as he started doing that, he got himself inside of range, and that was where the problem lies. The problem lies with him coming inside of range, and that allowed him to be in the sort of distance where Nate can hit him with a 1-2, and he stopped backing Nate up, allowed Nate to come forward, and I think he just got stuck in this loop of needing to throw the uppercut, and once he was doing that, then he didn't stand a chance, and as soon as it went to the ground, then he really didn't stand a chance, and Nate just took him to pieces and submitted him. So I think if he can keep the range, then I think if he can keep the range, then he's got a very good chance. If he uses his kicks effectively, especially to the lead leg of Nate Diaz, then I think he's got a great chance. I just see more ways for Nate Diaz to win this than I do for Conor at the moment. And that is unfortunate the way it is. I can't believe how many of you are getting upset that this is a watch-along stream. Please learn to read before getting upset at me. Right, we are about to kick off with Tim Means and Hamasi. Tim Means just getting greased up before he goes in. I think we may have our first call. Nick, can you hear me? Hello, Nick. Right, we are about to kick off with Tim Means and Hamasi. Nick, can you hear me?
What's up, buddy?
Can you just turn the stream down a little bit so I'm not getting an echo?
Yeah, hold on 2 seconds.
And your video on if you've not already.
Cool, buddy.
Turn it landscape for us, please, mate. There we go. All right. Oh, it's not flipped around. You got it on portrait lock.
Hold on. Oh yeah, shit. Hold on. Let me call you back.
Yeah, sound. Right, next just starting out is portrait lock, and then he'll be back on with us. We are not showing the fights. We have not made false adverts. If you read the description. It says watch along. Come on. Nate Diaz, the better boxer. I would agree on that, mate. Yeah. Let's go, Conor. Turn the screen. Oh, come on. Read the description. We ain't doing that. Nick.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, mate. It's Oh, that's a bit better. I was going to say it's a quite poor stream, but it looks decent. All right, let's get you on the screen. Everybody, here's Nick. What's going on, mate?
Oh yeah, not much. Just getting excited now. Ready for the fight. It was an imposter you had before. It wasn't me, I'm afraid. It was a lookalike.
How do you see the main event going?
It's really hard. I go two ways about it every time. I think Conor McGregor has the capabilities. So if he wants to win this fight, if he's smart about it, if he approaches the fight differently, then yeah, he can win it 100%, absolutely. If he doesn't change his ways and he doesn't make a real different approach to how we saw him fight in March, I see it going the same way again. If I had to put money on it, I'd go Nate Diaz.
I completely agree, mate. I thought there were some things that he did excellent in the first fight. There were some things that he really didn't do excellent in the first fight. And all the talk of him gassing, I'm not sure he clearly did gas, but I'm not sure I understand that or believe that he can have addressed that so quickly. I really don't think he can address that so quickly. One thing that I do think people aren't giving him much credit for is he fought, I mean, everyone's saying, yeah, Nate Diaz fought Conor on short notice, but he fought Nate Diaz on short notice. And there is a whole game plan that's got to go into place to fight anybody. And I think Nate Diaz is the sort of guy that you do want a game plan for, maybe with a bit more time, that he has got a good game plan for him. But I don't see how he can do it. If he stops doing the oblique kick, if he stops backing Nate Diaz up, that's what he's got to do. He's got to back Nate Diaz up. If he backs him up, then I see him being quite successful. But he's not going to take him down, is he? It's not exactly I've got a power double in him. He's not gonna clinch him and trip him. He doesn't want to go to ground with him in the first place. So I don't see him winning a decision. We saw Nate take Hamas's just got top position here on Tim Means like very quickly as well. By the way, that's just started. We are 4 minutes in on that one. If you want to sync up with us, if he wants to win the decision, I don't understand how he's going to do it. He's got to back him up. He's got to keep it on the feet. I see more ways to victory for Nate than I do for Conor at the moment.
I completely agree, and I think just to pick up on something that Dominic Cruz said in the build up there on the Fox desk, he said he doesn't believe, he's not sure that Conor McGregor has the attributes to go 5 rounds, to do that pitter patter, point scoring and outscore a guy who is as durable as Nate Diaz for 5 rounds. And I think that's true. I mean, we've seen what Conor's bread and butter is. He comes in early, he comes in strong, he finishes fights in 1 round, in 2 rounds. We've never really seen him dominate for 15, 25 minutes. I'm not sure if that's in his skill set. And even if it is a tall, rangy, heavier man person to do that against? I'm not sure.
I think the weight's going to make a huge difference. I think that is something people are massively overlooking. At 155, I think this is a different fight. But it's not at 155, and you're going to be looking at Nate Diaz in the cage at 185, 190 possibly. This is a world away, 40 pound away from where Conor usually plies his trade. So I think this is just a lot harder than people are giving him credit for, to try and put someone like Nate Diaz away when you are, let's face it, probably a natural lightweight, and Nate Diaz probably isn't a natural lightweight. He's probably more suited to being a welterweight.
Absolutely, especially in the last few months, I think he has bulked up. I mean, in the embeddeds, they've been talking about Nate's cutting down to welterweight now, so he's not just walking in, he's not stepping in on the scales at 170 or 168 like Conor is. It's a real cut for him now. He's a proper welterweight, and McGregor's barely a proper lightweight. It's going to be a big difference. I mean, I think technically McGregor is a better fighter. I think he does have the ability to win this fight, but size matters. That's the reason we have weight classes in MMA. It's because size is the great equalizer. And I think, it could prove too much for him again tonight.
I absolutely agree, mate. And I think a lot of people that I've been talking to on social media all this week, they're just saying, well, surely Conor can't lose twice. I didn't think he was going to lose the first one. I underestimated how much the weight cut was going to do. Obviously, the weight cut was something that was decided at the very last minute. And I've never really seen anything like that where they just decide to make it a catch weight at the last minute like that. It was one of the latest replacements we've ever seen. So I underestimated how much the weight was going to affect it. And I think Conor's put some size on. If you look at the difference in him in his last few fights, there's a substantial difference to his body. But I still think it's probably a bridge too far with somebody like Nate Diaz, with the skill set Nate Diaz has got. This is turning into a bit of a war, actually. We're ignoring this. Hamas is cut over his head. It's bleeding into his face. He's getting backed up against the cage by Tim Means, who's looking at... He's pitter-pattering him, really. He's not really loading up on anything, but he has got a bit of volume. He's putting short elbows in. He's got to work. It's a good fight.
It's hard, isn't it? There's so much going on tonight. It's hard to concentrate on any one thing when we know what we've got coming up later. But yeah, you're right. It's a great fight for us.
Yeah, and we have not even touched on Cerrone. We've not even touched on Rumble and Texera, and there's a whole narrative about those that we can do as well. Can I turn Nick down? He's a little bit louder. Okay, yeah, I apologise. How is that?
Sorry, folks.
Thanks for the feedback, by the way. I am trying to read the comments at the same time, but as you can imagine, it's difficult. I'm looking at Nick on this screen. I've got a fight on this screen, and the comments are over here, so I do my best. How's that now? I'll let you talk for a little bit.
So I'm just looking at Tim Means now. I mean, I can remember UFC 189 last year. Tim Means and Matt Brown, they were the final prelim on the card. So not the exact same position on the event they have now, but a similar position. And they really kicked off that night. It was a war. Matt Brown won in the end, but Tim Means really brought it to him for the first round.
Has they just stopped this? I just looked away. Has this just been stopped, or is it end of the first round?
No, end of the round.
I just seen a doctor come running in and get all over Hamas's head. I looked away. I was reading the comments, and then I just looked back, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Yeah, obviously.
No, it's all right.
They're doing a corner.
Yeah, just looking at the cut. I think nothing you missed there. But yeah, I think hopefully Tim Means could play that same kind of role tonight. You know, we know what kind of fighter the Dirty Bird is. He's an exciting fighter. He always brings it. Hopefully, he kicks off a similar night to 189, which again was another event headlined by Conor McGregor.
Yeah, Dirty Bird loves it. Loves being on the undercard of anything that McGregor's on. Clearly, still a little loud. All right, Nick, we'll get him down a little bit more.
No worries. How's that? Any better?
How is that? I can see on the equalizer actually. Talk again.
Yeah, testing.
Yeah, you are. There you go. That now I think should sound around about right. Let us know in the comments if it is. And how do you think this fight's going? Anybody in the comments as well? Talk to us in the comments. How do you think this one's going? Tim Means, I think, probably quite comfortably getting the better of that round. I would have thought. Not watched a great deal of it, to be honest. Obviously, trying to talk to everybody. Did this punk just say McGregor is the better boxer? Who said that? I don't think anybody said McGregor's the better boxer. I think we've all said Nate Diaz is probably the better of the two, just purely with his hands.
I think I could probably there's probably an argument that McGregor's the better all-round striker, but if you're looking at pure boxing, I think you've probably got to go with Nate.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that because he's what are you showing me? Yes, what? Oh, someone else is saying McGregor's the better boxer. Sorry, trying to read the comments. Yeah, overall striking, McGregor's. I think his kicks are unbelievably technical. There's a couple of breakdowns by Jack Slack that just focus on the technical ability of McGregor. Technical with his hands, but also the technical with his feet as well. And I think overall you're right, but purely with the hands, Nate Diaz is elite.
Interesting. Tim Means has not stopped coming forward this round. He's so aggressive. He's always bringing it. It's an amazing level of pressure, really, and you can see why people get overwhelmed by it. This might be coming to an end now. Hard body shot that landed.
Hamas is he's struggling with the blood in his eyes. He's backing up against the cage. He's not really willing to engage, I don't think. I can't believe I'm mentioning this again. We are not going to be showing the fight. We cannot show the fight. This is a watch-along stream where we talk to people, but we cannot show the fight, I'm afraid.
Herb Dean's looking closely, could be in for the first finish here. We've still got another 3 minutes in this round and then another full third round to go. I'm not sure Hamas is going to make it to the end of this one.
No, I don't know if he's going to get that at the end of this round. There's 3 minutes or so left. There's a lot of blood going down. It's going into his eyes as well. He's having to keep wiping his eyes.
2 minutes 50 on our clock here if anyone wants to sync up. But yeah, he's hurt, he's holding his body. He's a bloody mess. It's
constantly
not
wiping
good.
his face. He's backing up. He's flinching. Herb's going to stop this very soon, I think, because he's actually not
or at
thrown.
least get the doctor in.
Yeah.
They need to bring the doctor in and have another look at that. If that's affecting him so much, you can't go more than 2 seconds without clearing his eyes. They should probably bring the doctor in to check again.
I think, yeah, he's wiping this now about every 5 or 6 seconds. That's clearly affecting him.
Oh, it's all over his face. It's running down his face. It's in both eyes.
This is likely to get called any second now, I think.
So yeah, Tim Means, he had a big start for the 189 card last year.
Tim Means, they're going to work. There you go. Herb Dean has stopped it. There we go. Fight is over. Yeah. Tim Means, victory. Second round, TKO stoppage.
First finish of the main card. It's off to a good start.
That was impressive. It was still impressive from Hamasi, to be honest, because obviously he took the damage early in the first, weathered the first, but in the second, I think that affected him. But I think also there was a couple of shots to the body that affected him as well. Right, I'm going to let you go in a minute, Nick, because Derek's calling us, so I'm going to rotate through, but I'll definitely call you up probably in the next one, if not definitely in the Cerrone one.
Sounds good, mate. Well, that's the third bet of my accumulator coming, so I'll update you later on, let you know how it's going on.
What have you got in the main card? Have you put anything on the main card?
I have, but I'm going to keep that one a secret. I don't want to jinx it.
Okay, sound. All right,
I'll let you know later. I'll let you know if it comes in.
All right, cool. See you in a bit.
See you later, mate. Take care.
All right, we are bringing Derek in now. Let's see what is going on. This might be a bit loud. I think he's in somewhere that is a bit loud. We shall see. Derek, are you there?
I am here, yes.
Have you got your video on?
Can you see me?
Yeah, we can see you, mate. Yeah, how are you doing?
Wonderful, I'm doing awesome. Can you hear me well?
Yeah, there's quite a bit of background noise. I'm just going to try and turn you up a little bit. A little bit of background noise, but it's alright apart from that, I think. What do you think of that? Tim Means there looking pretty good, I thought.
Tim Means looks outstanding. I think that was the difference between a composed striker versus a striker who's got a little bit of an experience. I mean, he kept himself composed when Hamasi was throwing some desperate strikes. He panicked as Tim Means put the pressure.
The blood, I think, of Hamasi massively affected him in the second round. I think also there's a couple of body shots that Means was landing. In fact, Means was going all over. He was hitting him in the legs, he was hitting him in the head, with kicks as well, and especially to the body. And I think that was probably that, and he swarmed him really, didn't he? He was all over him, didn't let him breathe, backed him up into the cage, putting shots into him, short elbows, which is what caused the cut, and a fine performance from Tim Means. Dirty Bird does it again.
Yeah, well, no, it was an amazing performance, and what I saw was something that Conor McGregor and both Chris Weidman do against their opponents when pressuring them. They put their lead foot in between their opponent's foot, so the opponent cannot circle out of their range. He constantly did that, and Hamasi was not able to escape that range. It's a very, very effective technique when pressuring opponents.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, he was stepping him, he was cutting him off. I can't hear what Rogan's saying to him now at the moment, but good performance. We've got Mike Perry and Lim up next. Who's your pick in that one?
Say that one more time. I did not hear that.
We've got Lim versus Mike Perry. Inexperience, I think, for Mike Perry. But we've got Lim versus Mike Perry in the next one. Who's your pick for that one?
Oh, I have Lim in this one. You know, Lim's a huge welterweight. He's 6'3", and I don't know how he makes 170 pounds. It's really outstanding to see, to be honest. The guy's absolutely massive. He throws some huge strikes. He throws a lot of caution to the wind. Perry could have some counter opportunities, but I think Lim is too good. I think he got too much power. I think he's going to pressure Perry early. I think he's going to get an early stoppage in this one. Should it go a little in deeper waters, Lim could be in trouble because he expends so much of his gas tank throwing big shots in his pressure. But I do think this is Lim's fight to lose. I think he's the better fighter here. But I'm looking forward to it. I always look forward to a Lim fight. The guy, literally, like I said, throws caution to the wind. He throws some huge shots. Could see a big knockout here.
Yeah, I think Mike Perry's got a little bit of a boxing stance. He comes in low. He comes in looking to get underneath a fighter and stay in the pocket. And I think Lim could find himself a little bit unstuck there. But Perry's also got a wrestling background, and I think that would be serving best in this sort of fight. Obviously, the height of Lim means that it's going to be easy, especially with the height of Perry as well in comparison. He's going to be underneath him. He's going to be almost out of range of some of the hands. So I would definitely go for a shot on them, and I would try and steal the victory by wrestling. I really would. I think you could probably outpoint them and take it to a decision easily. I think that's definitely within Perry's arsenal.
Absolutely. I think he's going to have to look for that takedowns because I just think Lim's too powerful for him. He's a much smaller man in this contest. If he can get a takedown and if somehow he can stay on top, I think that's his key to victory. He can tire Lim out. Lim's a guy who expends a lot of energy in his fights. So if he's able to get on top control and really grind out a decision here, I think it's definitely doable. I do see Lim winning this, but that would be his path to victory if Perry's to win this fight.
Yeah, I think this is an intriguing fight, but I think this is just the appetizer before we get into the main event. Cowboy Cerrone and Rick Story, how do you see this one going? And out of the three main events, is the main event your fight of the night, or are you looking forward to one of the others more?
The main event's not actually my fight of the night. I mean, I picked a fight lower on the card for my fight of the night. It didn't turn out to be because it was a complete domination. I picked Lorenz Larkin and Neil Magny for fight of the night. But I don't think the main event's going to last as long as people think it is. I think it's going to go mid-2 rounds. I have Conor McGregor winning that fight. Donald Cerrone and Rick Story could steal the show as the main event, though. I think you've got a guy in Rick Story who's going to pressure Donald Cerrone. Donald Cerrone is a notoriously slow starter, but Donald Cerrone has also looked awesome at 170. One thing to note about Donald Cerrone, he doesn't lose to anybody not a champion and not a title contender. Rick Story is neither of those. Not to disrespect Rick Story in any right, but Rick Story's the type of guy that Donald Cerrone usually beats.
I gotta agree with you, mate. I'm picking Cowboy in this one, and you're right. And Cowboy normally only loses when he's had. Well, no, not only loses. I'm lying there. I was gonna say normally only loses when he's had about 3 days' notice, but that's not true. That's just a perception I've got of him in my head. Sure. No, I do think this is one that Cowboy. I think he's going to get himself back on track, back in title contention with a couple more decent wins, and I think that starts tonight against Rick Story, who won't be an easy fight for him, but he's definitely a fight that he can get the W on.
Rick Story has the type of style to trouble Cowboy Cerrone. I think Donald Cerrone, I'm going to say it again, I went super specific with my finish of this fight. I think Donald Cerrone wins this fight by body kick. I think he's going to hit him with a really good body kick. Rick Story's a southpaw, and I think Donald Cerrone's going to open that side up for him.
I've got Cowboy by submission just because we haven't seen one. When was the last one we saw? Don't know. I feel like we haven't seen one for a while, and I think Cowboy's got a brilliant submission game, so I do want to see him drop someone with submission. He's
got a very underrated submission game. I think people don't give him enough credit for his offensive guard. I think his guard's outstanding. I mean, you see him roll omoplatas sometimes he rolls omoplatas to get out of tough situations. His triangles are great. I think that this could definitely end up in a submission with Rick Story and his pressure and top control. If Donald Cerrone can work his leg up that backside and lock one in, I think that's a very likely scenario to this fight for sure.
I agree. All right, I'm going to check some comments, and if there's any questions for Derek while he's on, let us know. If you've got any questions, throw them in the comments. And also, if you are watching the stream and you've not happened upon here by accident thinking that we was going to be showing the fights, and if you're enjoying our companionship and our friendship to watch the fights with you, if it's 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning over there in Europe, or if you've just tuned in America and you like what you see, then please can you give us a thumbs up, because we're getting battered with the down thumbs from all the idiots who thought that this was the stream and got pissed off. So please give us a big thumbs up. It makes a massive difference. And if there's any questions, I will read them out to Derek while he's on at the moment. Are there 3 fights before Diaz and McGregor? Yes, there's 3 fights. That would be the 4th fight. Yes, that's right. And everyone else is just asking where's the link. And we've got a couple of people saying that they're not surprised, motherfuckers. Anthony Johnson, Glover Teixeira, how's that one going down?
You know what? I see this one. Anthony Johnson, he can knock out anybody. That's a fact. That's a fact we can't ignore. He's got the power to end anybody's night early. I think he's going to have to start fast against Glover Teixeira like he normally tries to. And for him to get Glover Teixeira out, it's got to be early. If it lasts farther than 1.5 rounds, I think this is Glover Teixeira's fight to lose, to be honest. I think this is Glover Teixeira's fight to lose anyway, if I'm gonna be really honest. I think Glover Teixeira fights a smart fight, stays on the outside, looks for a takedown opportunity off a counter, and works his top game. He's got a much better ground game than Anthony Johnson does. And he's got also a much better gas tank than Anthony Johnson does. This is his fight to lose. He fights a smart fight. Other than that, Anthony Johnson can beat anybody in the first round. That's not mistaken.
Yeah, I completely agree, and that is what I'm going for. I'm going for an early Anthony Rumble Johnson special, absolutely caving Glover's head in. I think the speed is going to be the difference here. I think Glover's a little bit lumbering, and I think that's what's going to catch him out with this one. But if he's able to avoid it, if he's able to tie Anthony up and clinch him and work him up against the fence and wear him out, because as we know, his gas tank is not the best. He's easily someone that he can wear out, and he's easily someone that he can bully up against the cage. And if he does that, and if he takes this into the latter rounds, then you're going to see Glover's hand raised at the end of this, which I think is, I think that's a bit of an upset, to be honest, because I think everyone's looking forward to DC and Rumble for the strap, I reckon. I don't think that's what's got people excited. I'm not sure that there's much appetite to see Glover and DC. I don't know about yourself.
No, I think you're absolutely nails on that, because I think everybody wants to see Anthony Johnson face Daniel Cormier again, because Daniel Cormier got dropped in that first round against Anthony Johnson. And, you know, Johnson comes out fast the way he does. Like I said, he can finish anybody in that first round. People just love seeing Anthony Johnson fight. But I definitely think that's the fight that people are most looking forward to. But Glover could absolutely spoil that party tonight.
Cody Garbrandt. Talk to me about Cody Garbrandt. Another impressive performance. Mitsugaki was a tough fight that I didn't think was going to last 50 seconds. And he's put him away in emphatic form.
Absolutely. I mean, Mizugaki's a very good fighter. He's got good boxing. Very good technical boxing. He's got good wrestling. He's a good fighter, durable. But Cody Garbrandt is really on another level right now. He's got the hand speed and trouble with anybody in this game. And if I'm being honest, I think the UFC could do themselves no wrong by giving Cody Garbrandt that shot against Dominic. I think the fire's hot. Stroke while it's hot. Let's make it happen. I think he's primed for that title shot. And even if he happens to lose that title shot, I think Dominic Cruz does beat him in that title shot. But even if he has to lose, it's not the end of Cody Garbrandt's story. This guy's going to be around for a long time. He's got the potential to do great things in the sport. I really like what I'm seeing about him. He's exceptional. I'm very hyped on his train right now.
Do you see any way whatsoever that he can take on Cruz and get a victory?
Absolutely. If he's able to cut off the cage, I think if he's able to really cut off Dominic's lateral movement, I think that's a way to really stop Dominic down and maybe land one of his big shots. He's got the one-punch power to do it. That's something that Cody Garbrandt absolutely possesses. Dominic Cruz, while as elusive as he is, he's not unhittable. Nobody's unhittable in this game. Cody Garbrandt can absolutely land. He's got the hand speed to do it. He is faster than Uriah Faber. He is faster than TJ Dillashaw. Can he do it? I don't know. I should say, let me back up. Will he do that? I don't know. Can he do it? Absolutely.
I think it's probably too early for Garbrandt at the moment to go toe-to-toe with Cruz. And I don't want to see another potential superstar, which is what I think Garbrandt is, derailed by having a loss. Because as much as we say, yeah, losses aren't really important in MMA, it does derail a hype train. It definitely derails a hype train. And I think you can build him up. I think he's just entered the top 10 in the division. I think you can slowly build him up. Let's maybe see him with TJ first. Let's maybe see him with somebody else first. Let's maybe see him with somebody that's going to push him. Maybe give him another main event and see if he can do a 5-rounder and see how he copes with that, because I think he's going to need that in his locker if he's even thinking about beating Dominic Cruz.
That's a good point. Honestly, it might be too early for Cody Garbrandt, and the mental fortitude is a big aspect of this as well. Does he, if he were, I mean, we're getting ahead. We might be getting ahead of ourselves here, but if he does in fact get that title shot, and if he does in fact come out on the losing end of that, how is he going to bounce back from that? Is he a guy who can bounce back from that? Those are a lot of questions that maybe the UFC doesn't necessarily want to try and answer right now at this point. So that could be a reason for keeping Cody Garbrandt out of this title fight at the moment.
But they are allowing him and Cruz to go toe-to-toe. They're allowing them to talk it up, which smells like they're happy for it to happen in my eyes. And they even get Joe to ask him about it on the mic after he's won. That sounds like they're setting something up to me.
Right. No, absolutely. I think they're letting it stew. They're letting it build, which is a good thing. I think, you know, give him the chance on his mic. They shot out to Cruz in that where he was saying he said fucking bring it. So you know, I like what they're doing with that. I like the way they're promoting it. We'll see what happens, though. I hope it does.
Right, thanks for calling us, Derek. I'm going to speak to you in a little bit if it's not gone wild wherever you are, because Nick is hanging on, and I'm going to bring Nick Strickland in, a different Nick, and we're going to talk to Nick a little bit. So, nice one. Good to speak to you, and I will see you, I am very sure, in a fight or two.
Sounds like a plan.
See you in a bit, man.
Okay, guys.
Right, let's get Nick on and see what Nick is saying. Lim is just stripping off now and getting ready to go into the octagon. Perry is already in the octagon and looks massive, doesn't it? He looks very muscular. Nick's here. Let me just get your camera on screen. For some reason it's not on. There we go, it's on. Let's bring you in. Can you hear me alright?
Yes, buddy, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, mate. There we go, we'll put you on the screen. How are you doing?
Alright, how are you?
I'm good, mate. Tim Means and Hamasi. Bit of a bloodbath. Solid fight, though. Tim Means
is
looks
like
great, doesn't he?
a cheese grater. Those elbows, those up elbows of his are incredible.
Yeah, I thought he looked great. Tim Means, Dirty Bird, again, doing it, moving his way up in the welterweight division. I don't think anyone's going to be calling for a title fight for him in the near future, but he's doing work, isn't he? How do you see this fight going? We got Mike Perry in the cage. Lim's just getting into the cage. There's an unbelievable height difference between the two of them. How do you think that's going to play out?
Well, I'm looking at Lim now, and I think I heard you say it as you came in, just how big he is.
He is a big old boy.
I mean, I'm looking at him now.
Yeah, I think there's you've got the height here. 6'3", faces off against 5'10". That's 5-6 inches difference, like, is it? 7 inches?
That's like me facing Lim. Got to get inside and start,
6'3". The reach isn't that bad, actually. There's only a 6-inch reach difference, I think. That's actually surprising. How are you seeing this fight going down? How do you think this one's going to play out?
Well, I think Lim is going to have to try to keep him, obviously, at arm's length, but I don't know. I don't know. This has been rattling my brain all week. It's one of those ones where it can go either way. Like I say, Perry's going to have to get right in his face.
I think so. I think Perry's a huge underdog, and experience is going to be one of the main reasons for that, I think.
Yeah.
I see his boxing. I actually think that sometimes it favours the smaller guy. If you can get under and work inside, if he's allowed to do that. Lim's height and length can be a bonus, but I think at times that can be a hindrance as well, because it can be easier for the smaller man, the faster man to get inside. I don't know what the speed of Perry is like. I'm going to assume he's faster than Lim. So if he can get in and work inside, he looks stacked. He looks extremely powerful. So I think he's going to come in and try and overpower him a little bit. Get in underneath. And as I said, I think I was on with Nick, and I said, I think he's going to want to take him down. I don't think he wants to try and stand up with him. The size difference is ridiculous. The size difference.
We landed a good right hand there.
Ridiculous. What time you on?
What, of the fight?
Yeah.
4 minutes exactly.
Oh, you're 40 seconds ahead of me, man.
Really?
Yeah, I'm on 38, 37, 36.
Okay, I'll try not give it away.
Oh, we know how this goes down.
I won't. If someone goes to sleep, I won't say anything, I promise.
And do we have any questions in the comments on YouTube? Talk to me, fellas. We've got a few Irish in here. Is there anyone that's Irish in the comments that doesn't think McGregor's going to win? Now, I'm all for patriotism, but is there any realism in there? Is anyone that's like, actually, do you know what? Yeah, I think it's going to go exactly the same way as the first round did.
Good luck getting an Irishman to say yes to that.
I'm just hoping. I'm seeing if is there one out there or what?
All I can see is links, please, fights, please.
Yeah, look, we ain't showing the fights, lads. Relax.
I hope you can't hear the TV on my side.
Oh, something just happened, yeah. Nate Diaz will destroy McGregor tonight, says Tony Marshall. I don't think that's the actual Tony Marshall.
Jose Carlos Arellano. Who the fuck are these faggots? Hi, buddy.
Who have you got in the main event, Nick?
Oh man, okay. If I've watched the first fight about 15 times. Obviously, let's take into consideration the 11 days notice, etc.
Yep.
Let's get rid of that this time. I watched your breakdown and I liked what you said about the oblique. Oh, damn.
As it stands, I've got Perry kind of working on a bit of a crucifix.
Okay.
He's got him pinned.
You are quite behind. How's that?
I don't know. I'm on the official BT Sport thingy as well, so I don't know what's going on there.
Have you paused it at any time?
No. Well, I think he's going for the takedown like we thought. I think that's what he's got to use. Obviously, if Lim starts throwing a jab out, he can actually keep him miles away, can't he? I mean, the length on him's ridiculous. They're going for it, though. They're going toe-to-toe. Oh, I think I've just hit a point where you was at. 210.
Oh.
Perry throws a big overhand, and is that it? Does he finish it here? No, he's not finishing it. Why is he slowing down?
Okay, right. You carry on watching. I'll carry on talking about your breakdown.
All right, go on then.
Right. So what you said about Conor McGregor and his kicks. If you watch the Rafael dos Anjos Nate Diaz fight,
yes,
I think what dos Anjos did to Nate's legs was phenomenal.
Different kick, but similar thinking.
Yeah, I think also if we watched, did you watch the Lobov fight?
Yes.
I think I tweeted some stuff and I got a lot of replies saying I think that's what John has got them to do.
125, that's it, it's over. Wow.
Yeah, there we go.
Another big overhand. Perry. Well, we said it, didn't we?
Someone made some money on that.
He's got a boxing background. The way he was going to do it is to come in and overpower him. I thought he might try and grapple it, but yeah, he's come in, he's got inside, and he's done work, and he's put him away. Big crack! What a great start to the card we've had so far. And now that means next up is Donald Cowboy Cerrone, which is a fighter that I am massively in love with. Oh, I'll tell you what, he hits him right on the nose.
I wish I'd let him ride in on his Harley, Undertaker style.
Keep talking about the main event. I'm just going to go change the graphic for the next fight.
In my mind, Conor needs to beat up Nate's legs. We've seen it before where people beat up his legs and it kind of puts him out of his rhythm. Because we know the Diaz's like to, once they start getting their pops off, that 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, that's it. Once they get into a rhythm, you're pretty much done for. If Conor can keep a jab in his face.
The Diaz brothers' skill set is impressive in how simple it is. It's very, very crisp 1-2s with the occasional left hook, and it's unbelievably effective. I mean, when Nick fought Paul Daly, I was like, there's no way he's going to stand up with this.
Oh, what a fight. What a fight. What a fight. That gave me goosebumps when you said that.
I was like, there's no way Paul Daly's going to take this little fucker's head off. There's no way that this goes down like that. And he beat him with boxing. He beat him with attrition boxing. He just came at him with like pit, 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 bam, pit, 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 bam, and put Daly away. And
did you watch the Nick Diaz Cyborg fight? When that happened in Strikeforce?
No, I missed that one.
That was also the same, just like body, head, body. Oh, and then I know he won by submission, but just the boxing, the skill set, like you say, it's almost like they're just punching a bag, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's like they're so relaxed in the pocket.
It's just pop.
They're not threatened by anybody.
No.
Their defense is the fact that they're punching you in the face, and
they've got chins.
Yeah, they'll take a shot. They will easily take a shot. Just doing a replay here. It's a big left hand from Perry.
Yeah.
Big left hand.
I know Lim's still on the ground.
I don't know. I mean, you've got two mad body types here for welterweight. You've got a 6'3" guy, which is kind of wild for a welterweight, and then you've got Perry, 5'10", which is small for a welterweight, but he's absolutely stacked. I don't know how long he can carry on being that big or that muscular in the welterweight division. Anyone got any questions in the comments for me or Nick, and we will get them out to you.
Astan Asuka, fuck the stream and fuck you shitty links. So many angry people awake at this time of the morning.
Yes. Yeah, I think people are just pissed because they can't read. DJ and Cub Swanson there in the crowd. I can't believe DJ is not the biggest name in the world, to be honest. It annoys me that he's not the biggest name in the world. And it annoys me that the UFC doesn't do anything about it, to be honest.
It's just people don't like little people. It's unfortunate.
But that's ridiculous because it's the most
I think they're the most exciting
energy fight. Yeah, you're gonna get more punches thrown per second than anything you get in the heavyweights.
Just look at his athleticism.
Yeah. The heavyweight division, you're gonna get some unbelievable dudes in there and monsters. And when they throw to put people away permanent. But you get that level of output times 30, 40, 50 with the smaller weights, and especially the flyweight division.
Yeah.
We've got Hussein Mohammed says, "Who wins, Rumble or Glover?" What do you reckon, Nick?
I'm going with Rumble, purely just for the fact because I think he's got more one-shot KO power than Glover does. I know Glover's put some people away, but Rumble he's the one person that scares me. If he hits you, he could kill you. It's as simple as that.
He seems like such a nice dude as well.
He's just quiet, but he's a silent assassin.
I think he'd absolutely murder you if he needed to. Who are you guys rooting for in the main event? I'm leaning towards McGregor for the impact that McGregor is and can have on European MMA. That obviously affects what we do with MMA Latest, so I want McGregor to do well, but I just want to see a good fight. I really do.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Are we commentating the main fight? Yes, we will be commentating all of the fights as much as possible. I think there's going to be a little bit of a gap before the next fight because it looked like Cerrone was only just warming up. Obviously, Perry got put away limb quickly, so I think there's going to be a little bit of a gap between that. When is Conor fighting? We have got 2 more fights and then Conor will be out.
He'll be out at
about either of them to go the difference, to be honest. Rooting for me to shut up. Well, you're really in the wrong place, son, if that's what you're doing.
Smitty.
Do I think this fight is real hatred or media exposure? That's a great question. Nick, what do you reckon?
I think it's a bit of both.
Yeah, I do think they're playing it up for the camera a little bit. And
definitely.
Obviously you've got to sell a pay-per-view, you've got to sell it, but I also do think that I think McGregor needs to hate who he's fighting against. And I think that helps his motivation. Someone just said, Freddie Moses says, how tall is McGregor? He is 5'9". And I think Nate's 6 foot. So that's kind of significant. Yeah, I think so. Right, I'm going to let you go, Nick, and I'm going to speak to Jordan next. And I'm sure we will be speaking again before the main event. But nice to speak to you. I'll speak to you in a bit.
I'll be around. Hit me up.
See you in a bit, man. From one dirty bird to the other. Jordan, what is up?
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm all the better for seeing you again. You've got the, I don't know if you can see yourself on camera, you've got the MMA Latest logo right over your mouth.
Right over my face. Nice. So, hey, man, I literally just walked in and caught the end of the last fight, so that's like all I've seen so far. I saw the winners, but I haven't watched any of the fights so far.
Did you see the left and rights from Mike Perry?
Yeah, he was winging those motherfuckers.
Like Lim owed him money.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was like a bar scrap, man. He was just trying to beat the piss out of that guy. He probably saw that he bleached his hair, and he was like, all right, I got to knock the fuck out of this guy for bleaching his hair.
Who have you got? We'll start at the bottom of this card from where we are now, because Perry was the underdog, but we thought he had the hands, boxing background, wrestling. Why do wrestlers always seem to have that ridiculous one punch power. Where's that come from?
I don't know. It's weird, man. It's got to be like it's got to come from core strength because those guys are just strong as fuck. If you've ever rolled with a wrestler, or even just jokingly with your friends, if you have a friend who wrestles, like they're just stronger than normal people. They just have it's weird. They have muscles where they shouldn't have muscles, and they're just strong everywhere. So I mean, I'm guessing that it's just from years of being strong and throwing other grown men around, you know.
I had a guy come from Ohio, which I believe is a top level wrestling gaff.
Yeah.
Come and roll with us at Stockport catch wrestling, and he was teaching us a little bit of the power takedowns, the power doubles, the power singles, and basically getting penetration on your shot. And this guy must have weighed 130 pound less than me. Motherfucker put me through a wall.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't fuck around, man. Those guys don't fuck around. Kevin Randleman was a Ohio guy. So.
Oh, right. Yeah, so there's a little bit of pedigree there, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely. Mark Coleman, Kevin Randleman. Yeah, a lot of guys. But
yeah, there's one of fucking two then, should we say, from Ohio.
Exactly. Yeah, there's a couple good wrestlers there. But yeah, you're right, man. Those guys who have those high-level wrestling pedigrees, it's just like, it's different. Like, you roll around with strong guys, and then you roll around with like a wrestler, and you're like, fuck, this sucks. He can do whatever he wants to me. I'm glad that he's not going to penetrate me.
All right, yeah. Okay, let's move it up. Let's go. Cowboy Cerrone and Rick Story.
Man, this is a good fight. This is so. If anybody read the mixed martial analyst Dan Tom's breakdown on this, it was a really good one. He likes to. He likes to talk about durable lefties as like the best underdog picks, and that's exactly what Rick Story is. And he uses Rick Story a lot, even before this, as an example of a good underdog. Diego Sanchez has forever been a really good underdog because he's a durable southpaw, and Rick Story has made a lot of guys look average, a lot of really good guys. He made Gunnar Nelson look super average. I mean, we've seen Rick Story lose before, but I mean, that's like Damian Maia. He's got a couple losses, but I mean, Story's tough. The big thing for him, I think, here is that he can't let Cerrone get going. You can't let Cerrone get past first gear, because once he warms up and starts stalking you and throwing those body kicks and throwing those leg kicks and that check knee, you're fucked. When he's running you down and stalking you and walking you across the cage, that's when Cowboy's in his element. You know, you're not going to beat him like that. You've got to beat him to the punch.
Just nodding like fuck. Just nodding.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're absolutely bang on. It's Rick Story, though, he's awkward is what he is, isn't he? He's awkward, and exactly what you said about Cowboy getting out of first gear. That's what we've missed when Cowboy's not been on form. Cowboy literally just hasn't got out of first gear, and he's just sort of he's either on it, or he's just a body standing in the cage, and there's no one on there for him. There's no lights on. He doesn't look like he wants to be there, and I don't know if we can tell from the walkout. I don't know if that's something we'll see until we get 2-3 minutes into the fight. I don't know. I don't know what it is, and I'm sure I don't know. I reckon he don't know what it is, and I'm sure if he did, he'd be able to fix it. But it is something that's proper. It's proper noticeable whenever you see Cowboy fight. Whenever you see Cowboy lose, that's the reason why. You can tell in the first couple of seconds that Cowboy is not going to do it, I think.
Right. Yeah, you can. He's one of those guys that you can tell right off the bat how he's going to perform. And I'm watching him walk out right now. I don't know what you're at right now time-wise, but, I mean, they're just walking out. Where I am, Cowboy's just walking out, but he looks pretty focused right now. So
yeah, I've just got Cowboy just walking out now, literally just come out of the tunnel. So
all right,
yeah, we're probably not far off each other this time.
Right, just a few seconds. That's kind of nice because last time I had to wait for a minute and hold my shit. But you know what? Yeah, I mean, the times we've seen Cowboy struggle in the past, it's guys come out and they attack him. I mean, look at the Nate Diaz fight. Nate Diaz came out and just started peppering him with those jabs and never allowed Cerrone to start moving him down. The same thing, Dos Anjos did the same thing. Dos Anjos came out and started backing him up with body kicks. And if you can get Cowboy moving backwards, you can beat him. But it's when you let him get comfortable and start walking you down, he just ate up Eddie Alvarez, like just ate him up because Alvarez couldn't get couldn't get it going early, and Cerrone just mauled him for 3 rounds. So
when
it's
he's
all
on
going
his
to
game, he's irresistible, isn't he? That's it. It's just when he doesn't turn up, it's so frustrating. You can imagine if he was your own kid, you'd be screaming at him, wouldn't you? Like, fucking do stuff!
Right. Do jujitsu. That's my favorite. Do jujitsu.
Kick the guy!
Yeah. Do hits. All right, Rick Story. Rick Story always looks undersized for 170, like, until you see him in there and you're like, yeah, he's pretty thick. It's a pretty thick
He
fucker.
is very thick, but he also is kind of short, I think. I'm just going to get up.
He's short.
Here. Although, I bet they get it on the screen before I manage to pull it up on this.
I think he's about 5'9", 5'10", if I had to
sounds
guess.
right to me. 70 inches, so I think that's 5'10" in real money.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
He's got good wins, though. He has got good wins. Safadine,
He does.
Nelson, Mafra. Lost to Gastelum was his last defeat, and that was a split decision.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And he's training with a new camp this time. He's down at Black Zillions in Florida, so it'll be interesting to see how that affects him.
Every single day.
Yeah.
Have we got any questions for me or Jordan in the comments? Let's keep the comments going. If you are new here, thank you for joining us. We've got quite a lot of people watching live. This is probably the most we've had watching live, so thank you for that. Thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoy what you see. We've got a ton of different videos, interviews with fighters, fan cams with people. We want to talk to fans. That's what we do. We bring MMA into the fans. We don't just want to talk to different analysts, and we might have some fighters on that we'll talk to, but we want to speak to fans. We want to answer the questions from the fans. And if you are new here, please hit that subscribe button. That makes a massive difference to us. So if you can do, drop us a subscribe, drop us a like. We'll love you forever. And there you go. Actually, if we get up to 500 likes, we're on 198 likes at the moment. If we get up to 500 likes, I will give away a program from tonight's from tonight's event, a 202 program, and we'll try and get it signed if we can as well by someone that was fighting.
I can holler at a couple guys. I got some buddies fighting. I'm close with Tim Means and Lorenz Larkin, so I can talk to those guys.
So we will get it signed for you. Let's get it up to 500 likes, and one of you lucky motherfuckers in the comments is going to get a program, and we'll send it out to you. We'll contact you and we'll send it out to you. So hit that like. Let's get it up to 500 likes, and one of you dirty birds is going to get a signed program from tonight's event as a token of our appreciation for joining us. So Rick Story's in a cage, Cowboy's in a cage. Call it, Jordan. How's this one going down?
Cerrone's big, man. Cerrone's bigger than Story. It's kind of crazy. You think the guy coming up from 155 is going to be smaller, but he's not. He's bigger. He's longer. Shit. I think Cerrone wins this one. I think think Story's not going to be able to get him moving backwards. I think Cowboy's going to establish that jab and some good body work, and I think Cowboy wins a decision. Story's a tough guy to finish. I think his only time I can remember him being finished is Maia choking him out, and Damian Maia can basically choke anyone in the world out. So I'm going to say Cowboy wins a decision here.
Yeah, Damian Maia is you might as well be talking about another sport when you're talking about how Damian Maia is on the ground.
Right.
I do have Cerrone going by a submission though. I just think that he's going to overwhelm him at some point, and he's going to find himself on the bottom. He's got a great offensive guard off his back. And I do think there's going to be something comes out of that, I think. And I'm not sure what, I'm not sure how. We will see. Story comes to bang though. This is a problem. And you have to watch him. You have to watch him just running into you because he's kind of not wired right as well. I don't think.
Okay. All right. So I just started up. I'm like 454. All
right. I'm probably just about to start. I think I can't get this any further forward. I don't think.
No, that's okay.
Do we have any comments in questions in the comments? We are up to 235 likes, so thank you for all hitting the like button. If we get to 500, we've got a long time to get to 500 as well. We will find one of you lot and we will give you a signed program. Do you know what? If we get to 1,000 likes, I don't think we'll do that. But if we get to 1,000 likes, do you know what? I'm gonna do something pretty special for 1,000 likes. I haven't decided what yet. Maybe we'll get you a shirt or something like that. One of the UFC shirts. I don't know. Maybe an old Pride shirt, something like that.
Some interesting stuff going on here. Shirt? I want you to catch it. I want you to get. I'm about 410. Some interesting stuff going on here.
Man. I'm at 436.
Okay, so you're about 20 seconds behind.
I've just seen Cowboy go for a takedown.
And
I don't see that often.
No.
And he's working
some
a pass.
Interesting stuff. Oh, goodness.
He's working getting a half guard at the moment. Story's kind of. What's he going here? He's going for an omoplata.
Yeah, he played that rubber guard a little bit.
Oh,
Some
cowboy.
interesting stuff.
Cowboy on the top is not something we used to see him.
No, he doesn't do a lot of top game. We don't see a lot of Cowboys top game.
Can we turn the volume up? Yes, sorry. I will turn the volume up for you guys. Someone's just asked if we can do that. How's that? Is the volume okay now, mate? Show the fight and we will get likes. We will also get taken off in a heartbeat.
Yes.
Dana White will be
And
around
be sued.
pounding my
Oh
bum.
shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
He's doing
Steve.
the shit stuff again. As it stands, Cowboy's got a phenomenal tan. Can we just say that?
Damn, there is some slick stuff going on here.
All right, I've got Cowboy working for a wizard up against the cage.
Yeah.
At 328, 27.
Yeah, you're just about to hit some cool stuff.
All right, okay. I'll talk as this happens then.
I'm just gonna say these guys are
Story's took him
tough as
down.
fuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gone straight for it. Is he got it? Can he get the leg out?
Cowboy is so
Yeah, he
slick
can
off
get
his
the leg
back,
out.
but
He's going
man,
for
Rick
a
Story
triangle.
is
He's going
defending
for a triangle.
perfect.
Yeah, he's
And
got his arm underneath. He's okay for
Yeah,
the second.
Story-
But I would not want to be in
yeah.
this position with Cowboy's run. Yeah, he stuffed him
You
in.
can-
Oh, that was nice. He's gone.
You can tell that Rick Story trained for this because he's defended everything really, really well.
We are up nearly 250 likes. We're halfway there. So, we've got a good question there. Comedy High TV. Who's the greatest UFC fighter of all time? I put Anderson Silva as my number one in the little top 5 that we did. Jordan, do you have any comment on that?
Yeah, I mean, I go Anderson Silva as well. I think Anderson Silva is the greatest of all time just from what he did and how he did it. I think if John Jones could stay in the octagon fighting, he would take over that title, but that remains to be seen.
That's a great question. Thanks for that question. That was a good question.
Yeah,
I didn't catch
very
the
good
name
question.
there, yeah. Watching from the Philippines, Philip. Nice to have you, mate. So if you are joining us from somewhere wild, then drop it in and we'll tell you. BT Show's here. I remember him from the last one. Yes, how you doing, mate? All right, we got Cerrone's back on his feet. 2 minutes to go.
Yep. Some good body work going on from Cerrone here.
I think we might be having the Donald Cerrone that we like here, although he's not looking at the throw at the moment. He's
you know what? I'm thinking Rick Story's looking a little tired right now. I think that exchange might have.
Iceman. Smithy's commenting Iceman. I'm assuming that he's saying greatest of all time, Iceman. Yeah, throw it in the comments.
Liddell?
Your top 5, everybody. Who is your top 5? Because I think there's a few guys that are in and around there. For me, Fedor is in and around there, but obviously not UFC, just pure MMA.
Yeah.
GSP's in the mixer. If he finished more people, GSP would probably unquestionably be the number one. I think you've got to have an honourable mention to Hoist, because without Hoist, we're not sitting here tonight.
Yeah.
And I think Mighty Mouse is in the mixer as well.
Oh shit!
Oh, whatever Jordan says. Shit.
Some scrapping's coming on. Some scrapping.
Nick Dwyer says, really cool seeing the comments about where you guys are from watching us around the world. Comedy High says, watching from Kilkenny Island. Come on, McGregor. Mr. Comedy High TV, is there anyone in your homeland that thinks McGregor's going to lose? Talk to me.
Oh, God.
Time's the Conor fight on. I need to know so I can go to sleep. It could be on very soon, because if there's 2 early knockouts, don't bother going to sleep. You're going to be groggy. Stay up, watch the fight with us, chat to us, and we'll see what happens.
All right, so what's happening right now is probably not the best for Rick Story. Rick Story is making this a stand-up fight, and that is not his bread and butter against a guy like Cerrone, who is such a high-level Muay Thai striker. He had some success on the ground in the first. Story did a pretty good job. He actually got Cerrone's back and landed some good ground and pound there for a while after that takedown. But man, Cerrone dominated that last minute of that round on the feet.
I've got all sorts of insects on my my studio light here behind us. It's like an episode of Bugs Life going off. I'm just going to open a window and see if they get out.
There you go.
So I've just hit the end of the first.
Yep.
Who the hell gets that? I think probably Cerrone for the takedown.
Yeah. Cerrone did a lot of work off his back, and he dominated the stand-up when it was there. So I think Cerrone takes that round. You could make an argument for Story since he technically had better positioning on the ground for the most of the time while it was there, but I'm giving that one to Cerrone.
Yeah, we've got a guy saying, watching from India, Lit TXY. I've seen a guy from New Zealand. We've got New Jersey. We need to take him to the ground. He needed to take him to the ground. You're gonna have to put some more names in that, mate. How are we gonna stay up and watch the fight when you won't show us? Well, you put the fight on, and then you have us on to have some interaction as well. That's what it's all about.
It's like having friends.
Oh, here we go. We got a guy, Dizzy11, says, I'm Irish, and yes, people I know are doubting him, saying he is too confident. I don't know if it's just he's too confident. I think Nate Diaz is a legit threat.
Oh, man.
Someone's saying Joe Montana is the greatest.
Joe Montana. He's a very, very good quarterback. He's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. That's very true. Man, I'm telling you right now, Rick Story needs to be careful in these exchanges. Cowboy Cerrone throws that check knee so well. He's done it forever. Rick Story is coming in trying to throw that big hook, and he ducks his head down, and Cerrone's bringing his right knee up and hitting Story right in the chest with it. And if he's not careful, he's going to catch that on the jaw.
Yes. Yeah, it's not a long way to his jaw for Cerrone, really.
No.
We got a guy from Indonesia checking in. We got a guy from Mexico checking in. That was the same guy that said he was in India. I think he's lying.
He's everywhere. All right. He's Carmen Sandiego.
Guy from the UK. What time are they fighting? They are fighting right now. Don't sleep on this. Do you know what? I'm going to try and bring Wadi into this with us. Wadi's just tried to get in. Let's see if we can add Wadi into the call.
Add that crazy bastard.
I haven't spoken to Wadi in the longest time.
Wadi's about to have a kid.
I know.
Yeah, good for him.
If it connects. Wadi.
Hey.
What's up, brother?
Hey, there he is.
You're on
What's
with
up,
me
Wadi?
Shit. Guys, I'm in the cab, man. Let me set up my stuff first, then I'll be in.
Okay.
All right, cool.
All right, I'll call you guys back.
All right,
Oh, shit.
Oh, Jordan's giving it the oh shits again.
Oh, yeah, it's over. It's over.
Ah,
I'm not telling you who won.
you kind of have.
Somebody just fucked somebody up.
Alright, I better keep watching. I've lost you on the screen. I'm going to have to try and get you back on the screen. Where's the screen con? I've lost your video. Turn your video back on, Jord.
My video is on. You're not seeing me?
Turn it off and on again.
Yep.
Okay, it's coming back on now. Oh, yeah, we got a kick to the face, a left hand,
Yep.
a right hand, a left hand, a knee. Oh, my God. Yeah, Cowboy Cerrone's gone full on Cowboy Cerrone. Stop it,
man.
Herb. Stop it, Herb. Herb has stopped it. Oh, my God.
How good is Cowboy looking at fucking 170? Man, Rick Story ducked. Man, it wasn't a knee, but it was a head kick. He ducked down when he threw that hook. Watch. He comes in, he ducks down, he throws that.
What he's doing.
Throws the overhand left, ducks down, gets kicked in the dome. Boom.
I'm just waiting for the replay, and then I'm going to see how this goes down. Cowboy's got his hat on.
Man, there may not be a better finisher in the UFC when you get somebody hurt than Cowboy Cerrone.
There you go. I just seen the replay. Why? This is an unbelievable combo. He hits him in the face with a left. He goes to the body with a right, and then as he ducks down, he kicks him in the head as he's ducking down into it. Nasty.
It was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Oh, textbook, mate. Textbook.
Yep.
He turns away. He hits him with a left hook.
Yep.
And he's wobbling all over the place. Hits him
Story's
with
not mad
shot
at that
hands.
stoppage. He's clapping.
Yeah.
He knows he was fucked up.
Yeah. Oh man. What? He kicks him right on the jaw.
Yeah.
As he's turning away, so there's no defense. He doesn't know it's coming. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, he's done well to not be completely out cold with that. In all honesty, that was Cowboy Cerrone, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable. What's everyone else in the comments saying that? Someone saying Anderson Silva in his prime. GSP is MMA. True. I agree with that. Watching from Albuquerque. That's the same guy that's from India as well as Mexico.
He's from everywhere, man.
Friend, mate.
He's a global phenomenon. Cowboy's probably saying some cool shit in his post-fight interview here with his buddy Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I know. I can't turn it up though because
I know.
Mike.
I know. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, Cowboy was fucking. Oh man, he finished it with a knee to the jaw. That was beautiful. God, you're right, man. That combo to finish it was fucking gorgeous. Right, left to the body, high kick.
We are
and
at
then a knee to
250
face.
likes. Sorry, Jordan. We are at 250 likes. Smash that like button. Let's get it up to 500 likes, and we are going to be seeing. Did I fight at Copley ages ago? Yes, Yvonne, I did. Wow, you must have been one of the 13 people that was there. Was she there? Watching from Mars? No way.
He's on the rover.
Yeah, I'm not.
Damn.
I want
Look at this.
proof.
Quick stat here. They just showed up on the screen. Most wins in the UFC history. Cowboy Cerrone is now tied for second, only behind George St. Pierre and Michael Bisping. He's one behind them.
It's mad that Michael Bisping's on that, but he has been around for a long.
He's been around for
long time.
Yeah. I mean, outside of like Frank Mir, I can't think of a guy who's been consistently in the UFC for that long. Besides outside Bisping.
Has Conor McGregor's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu game improved comparing Nick Diaz black belt in the art? How important is it to be complete in all aspects like GSP? I would love your response. That's from Orlando Nunez. I would say there's no way McGregor's game has improved in 6 months to get to the level that Nate Diaz is, even if he trained 24 hours a day every single day, forgoing eating, pooping, showering, and anything else that he needed to do in between. I think he may have trained things to... You can train defense, and you can become more efficient defending the obvious things that you're going to see happen, but I don't think you can get to the level where you can be offensive in jiu-jitsu against someone like Nate Diaz.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Nate Diaz didn't stop doing jiu-jitsu. He's still been doing it. He's still getting better. He's still improving. So I'm sure Conor has gotten better from where he was 6 months ago, but you could say the same thing about Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz has also probably gotten better in the last 6 months. So I don't know. It's interesting. The first fight was interesting until obviously Conor kind of got dropped a little bit, shot in for a takedown after getting wobbled. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one goes down. I think it all depends on how Conor fights.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Glover and Johnson.
I'm trying to...
It's more of a statement than a question, I know.
It's a fucking mind-blowing matchup. These are the two I think these are the two hardest hitters in maybe the UFC, regardless of weight class. Like, these dudes fucking crack. I mean, everyone knows how hard Rumble Johnson hits. Like, that dude... There's highlight reels just of him knocking people out, hitting people so hard. But Glover man, his last knockout of Rashad Evans, I didn't like watching it because now he just killed a guy. Like, that's dead Rashad. But man, this is a good fight. This is a really good fight because it's got to be the number one contender. I don't know if they've specifically come out and said that the winner of this fight gets DC next, but I mean, for sure, if Glover wins, he gets DC next, and you would think that if Rumble wins, he's going to get another crack at DC. Personally, I'd like to see Glover fight DC because I think he poses some interesting threats for Cormier. But it'll be interesting. This is a crazy fight. This one's not going 3 rounds. No way on earth.
Well, I think it could, and I think if it does, there's only one winner, and that's Glover. But right. I don't think it will. No, I think Anthony Johnson's going to put this away before the bell for the end of the first round rings. The BT show says Cowboy just said he's dropping back to 155 and wants Eddie Alvarez. Now, we would have missed that, the pair of us. Thoughts on that, if that's what's just been said?
That's not surprising. I've always thought that 55 is where Cowboy probably should be fighting. The problem is he's just lost to the top guys, but he already beat the snot out of Eddie Alvarez once. So yeah, he probably sees that and that's my chance to get a belt because Cowboy's never had a belt, and so that's kind of the one thing that's always eluded him.
And there be anyone more deserving of a belt?
Probably not. I mean, that dude's excitement through and through. He embodies everything that's good about MMA. Like, that's a dude who he's a good guy. He goes out, he puts on shows for the fans. He's a true martial artist. Like, Cowboy definitely deserves it. But I mean, do you skip Khabib Nurmagomedov and not give him the shot? Like, yes, a dude who's 22-0?
You do, because he can't stay fit for more than a fortnight. So you do. Yeah, absolutely. True. If you can prove he can go through 1 or 2 training camps, I don't see why the UFC should go through the expense of allowing him a fight and then getting all hyped up thinking that you're gonna get a title fight out of him and build it up and put the promo into it, only for the guy to blow a knee out or something like that and then not turn up. But
that Russian market, though, bro.
I agree. Yeah, that's a sexy market.
It is. It's a sexy market to get into. You've got, I agree. I mean, Cowboy's deserving for sure. But you know what's crazy? You could argue that he's ready for a top 3 number 1 contender fight at 170.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Wadi's in. Let's get Wadi on the mixer. Where'd he go? There he is.
Damn, there are some crazy fight opportunities for him at 170 too. How about him and Lorenz Larkin? Holy shit, that'd be fun. I mean, obviously,
I think with the new rules on weight cutting, I wouldn't mind seeing Cowboy at 170. Anyway, I think divisions are getting a bit messed up. I think that was Wadi just coming in.
Yep.
there he is.
Turn your video on, Punk. I think that's
Let's
just
see
messed
if-
up the stream for everybody, but I'll allow it
Right.
because it's you. Are you there?
Yes.
Yeah,
I can
I'm
see the
here.
video. Okay.
There he is, rocking the shirt.
If is that the Brazilian one?
That's the Brazilian one. God damn, Anthony Johnson is a beast.
I can't see. Oh, there it is.
Scary as shit. Jimmy Manuel looking like he doesn't know what the fuck just happened.
I can't see. It's meant to click over to Wadi when it's on him. Is it doing
Mhm.
that?
I can't. I just see you guys like a normal Skype conversation.
Yeah, I think this is clearly boring now because it's just me staring at this going, what's going on? I think we just got you. So what I'm going to do, John, I'm going to hang up on you. I'm going to talk to Wadi.
Right.
And we've got Gage and a few other guys waiting on there as well. So I will definitely speak to you during the main event, my mate, and I'll speak to you in a bit.
All right.
See you in a bit, man.
Right.
Wadi, what's going on?
Yeah.
You just finished work?
All right, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. And now you're on the screen. Perfect. What do you know?
Yep. Okay, I don't know anything, man. What I heard is that Cerrone just won by head kick.
He dropped a jab to Story's face, and then he changed levels and he hit him with a straight right to the belly, which rocked him. And as he turned away from it, Cowboy hit him with a kick to the jaw. And then he covered up. He was up against the fence a little bit. He hit him with a couple of short hands, and he was trying to cover up with that. He drops a knee on him, and then he goes in with a little bit of ground and pound. It was pretty brutal finish, which is what you want to see from Cowboy, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's basic Cowboy, isn't it? But what I heard is that he was really tentative, and Rick Story was actually taking his punches. Is that true?
There was a good bit of ground game early on with some good transitions from both. Really, both of them quite a high level ground game. Both of them working for stuff on the ground, and then when they stood back up, Cowboy sort of backed off a little bit. I don't know if he was catching his breath, gathering his thoughts. Not sure what he was doing, but there was a disengagement from Cowboy, and then out of nowhere he just seemed to land that combo, which finished the fight. Masterful, really.
All right. I hope to see the replay later. What do you guys have on screen now?
I have got Glover just walking up the steps into the cage, having a quick jump up and down.
All right. I'm not sure. I think I'm having a different stream here right now.
I'm gonna go to YouTube stream and see what people are saying in the comments.
I'm having Mike Perry right now. Is that weird or what?
What's that?
I'm having okay. I'm seeing Johnson right now, so I'm in the right place.
$50 on McGregor. Any questions in the comments? Throw your questions in real quick, and we will get answering them. I bet €150 on McGregor. We got quite a few Irish in the crowd. As we said, lads, get the likes up to 500, and we will be sending you a signed program from tonight's event, and we will get whoever we can on there for you. Will McGregor? Oh no, will we show McGregor? No, listen, lads, read the description. What's that one? If McGregor wins, do you think there'll be a third fight? He's already sort of mentioned it, I think, hasn't he? Waddy, what do you reckon? Why would there be a need for a third fight? I can understand there's a bit of money on there, but we are talking about a featherweight champion who won the belt nearly a year ago and has not defended it once. That's where he needs to go next for me.
Yeah, no third fight, no nothing. Actually, I didn't like this second fight. I want McGregor to concentrate on 145. But if redemption is all what he wants, then give it to him. Whether he wins or he loses, the next thing we want to see is for him to defend his belt.
Absolutely. We've got a question here saying, what do you think about McGregor's movement coach from Ben Wilson?
McGregor movement what?
The movement coach that McGregor had, was it Ido Patel that he was having?
I'm not too sure, mate. Hold on. I gotta go forward.
Why he's gone? I'll go back to me.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, he's back. That was fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had the movement coach, the guy that had him doing like monkey bars and crawling around all over the place, didn't they? Rather than doing any sort of technical work. Anthony Johnson is fucking huge, isn't he?
Yes, he's damn huge. Oh my god, crazy.
Both 6'2".
I don't think Glover has any chance. Do you think Glover have any chance in this fight?
The way Glover can win this fight is what Glover needs to do is he needs to tie him up. He needs to get a collar tie. He needs to back him up against the cage. He needs to put pressure on him. He needs to try and take him down, wear him down, get him out of that first round, get him late into the second, into the third, and then see what he can do, because Johnson has got a lot of gas to feed the body that he's got, and the power and explosion comes from that. He's Mike Tyson, isn't he? He is MMA's Mike Tyson. He's looking to blast you out of there in the first round, which he does more often than not. But if you take him into the last stages, he's not prepared for that. So I think that's what Glover's got to do. He's not got to engage in the brawl with him because he'll lose. He's got to get in there. He's got to clinch him. Do you know what he's got to do? He's got to embody the spirit of Randy Couture, and then he'll get through this fight.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with you completely, but I see one hand from Rumble and that's it.
I do. I think there's a big right hand coming for him right in the centre of his forehead, and it's going to put him away, and it's going to put him away hard. And we are only potentially 5 minutes away from McGregor Diaz walking out. How do you see the main event going, Wadi?
I think McGregor will come out emotional, and that will be his downfall, because basically I feel the way that Conor can win is to use his kicks, but I don't think he wants to. He wants to get into Diaz's face and try to box him out, and that's where I think Diaz will win at the end. Oh, and it's over. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit, are you watching this?
I'm just about to start.
I'm sorry.
Fucking hell, Wadi. Right, I might as well just commentate this then. I'm guessing it was the way we went. Anyway. Yeah,
I'm not going to spoil anything for you. But
alright, here we go. He touched gloves. And a couple of random strikes there. He's just jabbing from him. You got Anthony circling away, and it's over. Wow, 11 seconds. Oh my god. What do we say? Oh shit.
My god. Yeah, it was an uppercut.
Yeah. Oh, but he's trying to wrestle Dan Mergliotto. What is he doing? He is out of it.
Man, I'm not sure what Glover is doing. He's like moving his head in. What was he trying to go for a takedown or something? He's just
on the ref. I don't know what happened there. That was wild. Well, we said, didn't we? You are looking at MMA's Mike Tyson. You are looking at MMA's Mike Tyson. You can drag him into the third and the fifth and see what happens. Here we go. I've got a replay coming up now. So, it's an uppercut. He bends into it. It's right on the jaw, and he is out.
Exactly. Glover was going into the hand of Rumble. I don't understand. Oh my god.
Yeah, he dips into it. Rumble drops 2 hammer fists. As the second one's going in, he's already disengaging. Mergliotto's all over him. Wow. Comments. Talk to me. What the hell happened there? We are now minutes away from McGregor Diaz. So Glover backs him up with a 1-2. But I've said that he can't engage in that. He shouldn't have engaged in the stand-up like that. 11 seconds into the fight, though. I'm sure he didn't think it was going to end that fast. Oh, my God. He has no idea the fight's even started. In Espanol, Ay caramba is what just happened there. Can I watch McGregor Diaz fight on UFC TV? No. That left hand on his head is the perfect rangefinder. Yes, that's all. I thought it would have been a straight, to be honest, but the uppercut clearly worked, didn't it? I mean, they can show the whole fight again, like about 10 times, really, because this is a long time to kill now, isn't it? Took a piss, missed the fight. Unlucky, mate. So we go, yeah, Anthony didn't really throw anything. It was...
No, seriously, I don't understand. Okay, Glover comes in, hit movement, tried to do 1-2. Okay, I understand that part. There was one time Johnson threw a left hook, probably it's just a feint.
He
And
pulls,
then Glover,
pulls.
was he trying to duck or was he trying to go for a takedown? I don't know. It's just one and boom.
I think
And the
he was
uppercut.
expecting the overhand or a straight, so he's ducking, so it's going to glance. But if you look at the replay, Anthony pulls the left hand out of the way to throw the uppercut in. Quite good, actually. Let's see what the comments are saying. All that preparation and your fight can end up on a Snapchat story. Yes, Nick. Missed the whole fight, missed the whole bloody fight. Conor is scared. I don't think Conor's scared, to be honest. It wasn't much of a fight, more like an assault. Tyson or Conor? In what sense? Because in shit-talking sense, I'm picking Conor, just for the fun of it. We can't stream it. Look, if there's going to be a few of you joining us, we can't stream it. But smash that like button for us, please. Once it gets to 500, we have only got one fight left. We will give you away a signed UFC 202 program. Anthony Rumble Johnson, one of my favourite fighters. And Jayco, if you're watching, I don't think you are watching, but Jayco, I am desperate for one of them Anthony Rumble Johnson shirts, and you won't send them to England. What's wrong with you? Boom, one shot gun. Says Doc Beef. Do you know what? I actually think that was the first clean shot that he landed. I don't think he landed another fight, another hand, in all honesty. DC or Rumble, who wins this time?
I pick DC.
Yeah, I still pick DC. I love Rumble, though. I love Rumble. Rumble might be my favourite fighter, to be honest. Jada reckons Rumble's winning this one. How is Diaz getting paid less? Probably because he's in his contract. Conor probably on just a fat contract. Probably because he's a champion as well. He's probably got something to do with it as well. Right then, we are ready for the main event of the evening. 4:30. Not bad timing. Couple of early finishes. In fact, a lot of early finishes tonight, hasn't there? There's been a lot of early finishes.
Yeah, but this is the first fight I'm watching tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, you watch what's gonna happen. I think Rumble is calling out DC or something. I'm on mute, so I'm not sure what's
I can't
happening.
play it because the microphone will pick it up.
Alright then.
He's technically though, yeah, he kind of slaps the left hand. His left hand, he slaps Glover's right hand out of the way to throw the uppercut in. That's cool. But technically, if you read the new rules that have just been implemented, he was pawing at him with his fingers up like that, which is he must have called DC out because I can just see DC standing there. Oh shit! Give him a fight. I'm excited for that fight. Yeah. They could do that at Madison Square Garden, to be honest, because he's not took a shot tonight. He's gonna be fresh.
Yep.
Oh
man, I'm scary.
Excited. Diaz isn't professional enough outside the cage to demand money, possibly. Will it show us the fight? No, we are not showing the fight. Rumble calling him out but giving DC respect. You're not going to get that anything else from Rumble. That's why I think he's a legend. I love the guy. Even at the press conference, what everyone saw from the press conference was all the bottles getting thrown left, right and centre from Diaz and McGregor, but what probably got cut out of all the highlights that you saw was how nice Glover and Rumble was being to each other. They was all like, yeah, I like this guy, I'm gonna win, but he's cool. And Glover was like, yeah, and they was both taking the piss out of John Jones, and they was both saying that they wanted DC, and they wasn't really getting into it, and it was interesting to see, shall we say. Right, the graphic is now changed. We are ready for the main event. Call it. Give me a one-word answer. Who's gonna win?
No. Diaz.
Diaz gonna win.
I know you're picking Conor, man.
I want Conor to win. I can't, in all good faith, tell you Conor's gonna win. I see far too many ways for this to go down. Nick Diaz saying, is there any fights you want to see more than Rumble versus John Jones? No, there is not. No, there is not. No, there is not.
Yeah, pretty much that's the only fight in light heavyweight that everyone wants to see, actually.
That is the one fight. I want to see John Jones in the octagon, not in fucking courtrooms and press conferences. That's where I want to see him. That's where I'm sick of seeing him. I want Conor to win, but I think Diaz will win. And that's from I Don't Have a Name on on the YouTube comments. Diaz is going to smash that big mouth dummy, says Mike Levesque. Diaz is going to win. Yeah, let us know in the comments. Let's see what it goes. Let's do a little bit of a poll in the comments. Who's going to win this one? John Jones will get another fight in the UFC soon, since he has a limp dick. Cannot confirm or deny. For the sake of Conor's smack talk, he needs to win. I agree. Now, we spoke about this a bit ago, Waddy, when we were saying once the McGregor train stops, once he gets that first loss, can he talk the talk? The answer to that question is yes. It's not slowed him down 1%, has it? If anything, it's accelerated him. Possibly because he's a little more wary of what's happened. Let's see what everyone's saying. Let's see what everybody is saying. McGregor, Conor, Diaz, McGregor.
Plenty of Conor fans in the chat.
Diaz. Hopefully McGregor shuts his big mouth up after the beating he's going to take. Diaz to win, but Conor definitely could win. I agree on this one. I'm completely torn. I'm not going to make a prediction because I think this can go either way. I'm just saying I see more ways for Diaz to win, but I also think now Conor has actually trained for this guy, because people forget that. People think, yeah, Nate trained for, or didn't train for Conor, but also Conor trained for a different opponent in himself. So I think once McGregor's at a full camp, he's going to have a game plan for this fight, and that might play into his part. What I think the big difference is going to be is the sheer size of Nate Diaz, because I think he's going to be 185, 190 in the cage, and I think that's going to be a massive problem. Massive problem.
But do you think Conor will be a bit more patient this time round? The last fight, Conor was truly punching all the way, trying to get the finish. Do you think that Conor will maintain his rhythm, try to go for the distance,
we've never seen Conor do that, have we? We've never seen him be patient. He's always just gone for it. I can only look at what he's done in the past.
I feel.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd like to think so. Diaz fought GSP. It was his brother that fought GSP.
Nate, that's Nick Diaz.
Nick, not Nate.
Yeah.
For the UFC and the Universe, Mac, the trilogy after Aldo. Oh, I want to see McGregor Aldo again. Aldo looked amazing against Frankie. Amazing.
Yeah, Aldo was excellent.
Amazing. That's a fight I want to see. The smack talk in that might be over the top. Can you imagine what the smack talk is going to be like in there? Just 1 second, I'm going to throw some stuff in. Right, okay. Let me get the stream back up. Right, I'm going to hang up on you, Waddy, and I'm going to get somebody else in. Let's see who is available on the old ones and twos.
All right.
But nice to speak to you, because I haven't spoke to you in bloody ages, have I? Right, so you're going Diaz?
Yep, Diaz all the way.
Cool. Right, I'll speak to you in a bit, man.
All right.
See you in a bit.
See ya.
Righty then, we have got Rogan and we have got Goldie on the cage. Jaden's here next to me. Who's going to win this fight?
I think everyone's backing Nate, so Conor's going to get frustrated and he's just going to KO him.
Conor's going to get a KO?
Yeah.
Mr. Liam Kennedy. Oh, he's hung up. Don't fancy it. Who's this one? Let's get Gage. I'm not going to be able to hear the walkout music. Normally the walkout music's been a big deal with Conor, hasn't it? So, let's see. It's starting. Here we go. Gage, flip it round portrait landscape for us, mate. There we go.
How's it going?
Good, mate. There you go. You're on screen, and then you're in there. What do you think of the event so far?
I think it's been one crazy card. It's been one night for the books, that's for sure. Here, let me turn this down a little bit. I didn't know if you were catching that on the mic.
Yeah, a little bit, but not so much.
Yeah. All right.
The weight difference is too much to overcome at least 90% of the time. That's why pound for pound remains a debate. Correct. That's on the BT show. How much do you think the weight's going to factor in for this for McGregor?
I don't know. I mean, if you look at his last pictures when he fought Diaz, I mean, he looked a little beefy. Now he looks more toned. You know what I mean? Like he's looking like he brought his weight up in a different manner, and I think he's looking really good. The last time we talked for UFC, was it 200 we talked maybe? Or
201,
no?
I think we did.
201, yeah. I was kind of going for more Diaz, just going off of that first initial fight, but I don't know. I think McGregor has the fire this time. I really do. I think he's going to pull this one off.
I don't know. I'm so torn. I am so torn, and that's why this is such an intriguing fight. McGregor could easily do it. Diaz could easily do it. He's got to keep the range. Just for everyone just
That's
joining us,
true.
the stream has jumped up. We are probably at the most we've ever had on the stream, so thank you for joining us. We really do appreciate all of you. Please subscribe if you've enjoyed what you've seen, and also smash that like button. If we get to 500 likes, you've got the one fight left. If we get to 500 likes, one of you guys in the comments will get a signed program from the event tonight. I don't know who we get to sign it. Can't say that we get McGregor or Diaz to sign it because we don't know, but we will try and get someone good to sign it for you.
Hit that like button,
Hit that
guys.
like button.
Hit it.
Start smashing that like button. The UFC's just running a quick promo for us now.
Yep.
They always go big on the promos with McGregor, though, don't they? You have to take your hat off to that, don't you?
Yeah, the fuel they feed that fire of McGregor, it's been huge. I mean, even Ronda Rousey, I feel, didn't get this big a build-up, really, you know? They jumped right in with McGregor.
They've gone both feet. I mean, even Brock, at the height of Brock, the height of GSP, no one ever had this, did they? Nobody. So that's it. I can see the likes growing massively, so thank you. Keep smashing that like button. And when we get to 500, I will just pick one random, not knobhead, in the comments to get it, and you can inbox us on Twitter or on here, and we'll get your address off you, and we will send you a program from tonight's event. If we get 1,000 likes on tonight's stream, we will do something crazy, but we don't know what that will be yet. Let's get to 500 before we cross that bridge. Give me a short answer. What round is this fight going to end in, and who's going to end it?
I think it's going to end in the second round, early in the second round. And it's going to be a knockout by, I'll go with McGregor. Alrighty.
I can't do it. I'm asking everyone for theirs. Commenters, can you let me know in the comments what you think is going to be the result? I want to know the round, I want to know the method, and I want to know the victor. So, McGregor, first round, KO. Diaz, second round, rear naked choke, like last time. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? Yeah, that's it. Everyone, share the video, please. Let's get as many in here. We're up to 1,600 now. This is the most we've ever had on a stream. We are closing in on 400 likes, so we are almost there. I'm just going to hit
that
Twitter.
like button.
Just going to hit the Twitter. You can get involved on Twitter as well with the hashtag MMA Latest Live. Let's see if there's anything there on Twitter for us. Doesn't look like it is, to be honest. Diaz, bigger, stronger, more durable. Hang on, let me see if I can get that, because I only tried this out today. We are at what? What you me? Alright, cool. Let me get that one up. So, where is it? Just transition that one. So, we have got Jack Hargreaves there. Diaz, bigger, stronger, more durable on Twitter. I think that's probably going to play a big part into it. What do you guys in the comments say? Who's going to win? Conor KO in 14 seconds. I don't think we're going to see that again. Submission. 5th round decision. Diaz. Conor by decision. Diaz by submission. I think there's a lot of... Well, nobody knows, did he? I think that's the bottom line, I think, on this one. Right, Gage, thanks for joining us, mate. I'm going to go get Jordan on for the last part, and hopefully... If this is a 5-rounder, I'm sure I'll get you in again. But thanks for joining us, mate.
Sounds good. Yeah, no problem. Thank you. Yep, deuces.
Right, let's get Jordan in the mixer. Where are you, my little pumpkin? And let's get Jordan. We have got McGregor walking out, not doing that stupid smiley face this time round. Looks like all business. Shaved his head. Not pulling the stupid face. Looks very concentrated, actually. What's the comment saying? McGregor. Everyone's gone McGregor now. It's all flipped over to McGregor. We are up to nearly 1,900 watching. Thank you, lads. Hit that like button. We are less than 50 likes away. One of you is going to get a program from tonight's event signed. Probably won't be my McGregor, let's face it. He'd be mobbed. But we will get it signed by someone off the main card tonight. So smash that like button. What's everyone else saying? Diaz. Conor by spin kick KO. Diaz. Fight. Conor. Remember, Nick and Nate Diaz are expert boxers. Don't underestimate the BJJ. Correct, Orlando. Right then, we have got McGregor stripping off. He is the blue corner in this fight. Nate will be coming out second. I do like them green shorts by Reebok. It is one of the only decent things that they've done. Let's give
The
them
person whom you're trying to reach.
Oh, we couldn't get hold of him. What's everybody saying? Are you guys going to show the fight? We are not going to show the fight. Oh, we've just crossed it. 508. We are at 508 likes. Right, I'm going to pick the next good comment and you can get in touch with me. Comedy High TV. You've been on here all night. And you've said you're sharing a video. You're the first one that I've seen. So Comedy High TV, can you hit us up on Twitter? You've just got a program signed from tonight's event. Well done, my mate. Right, and we are actually cruising towards 1,000. If we get 1,000, we're going to do something crazy, and I'm going to have to go and speak to the boss and find out what we can do if we get to 1,000. So let's keep it going. Let's get to 1,000 likes. There's 2,000 people watching. We can do this. We can do this. 2,000, 1,000 of you like it, and someone's going to win something absolutely crazy. So keep doing it. We are seeing Conor McGregor getting patted down, just about to enter the cage right now. I am excited. I don't know about the rest of you guys. Jaden, are you excited?
Bullet.
Mrs. H, are you excited? Righty. The likes keep going up. We're nearly at 600 likes, 2,000 people watching. Keep it going. So Comedy High TV, if you got the message, inbox us on Twitter or get at me, Mr. Stephen Howson, and take a screenshot of your own profile so we know that it's you. Where have we gone? McGregor walking around. I haven't seen him smile yet. He's all business in the cage tonight. All business. Everyone going Diaz. 600 likes. We are getting close. Jordan, how you doing, my mate?
Oh, shit.
Somebody won the program, and we are now cruising towards a second gift.
Oh, very cool.
I don't
very
even know
cool.
what it's going to be yet, so let me just ask the boss.
Yeah, very cool.
Talk to the people while I go and find out what else we can do.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So, man, this is going to be insane. Conor looks loose, man. I think this is good if you're a Conor McGregor fan or if you're an Irishman. Conor looks very loose, very relaxed, ready to go. Here comes Nate looking like his angry self like he normally does. I don't expect to see anything different from Nate. I think this fight is completely predicated on how Conor comes out and fights. If Conor comes out and does the same thing he did last time where he just focuses on boxing strictly with Nate, I think there's a good chance he could get cracked again. I think if he uses his diverse striking attack and picks his shots, then I think he's got a good chance to win. Conor could win this one. What he doesn't want to do is turn this into a clinch fighting match and give Nate the opportunity to drag this to the ground or to pull guard, because we know how good Nate is off his back. Nate's got a lot of triangle wins. Nate's got some sick rubber guard play. He's got really good guard play. So I think as long as Conor comes out and keeps distance, apparently he's been training with some really rangy boxers, some rangy southpaws in his camp. So it's all gonna depend on what we see right here. But my God, am I excited!
Oh man, I'm pumped. Do you think the fact that he has been training with those boxers is a key to how this fight's going to go down? Do you think that he's probably not looked at anything on the ground? Do you think he's just gone, guess what, that's lava, can't go there, we're not doing that? Do you think he's just
Well,
concentrating on how to win? This on the
I
feet?
wonder how much they blame on him getting cracked. Because maybe he says, if I wouldn't have got hit like that, I would have been able to defend myself. But he did take a couple. He got caught on the end of a few long punches, and I mean, anyone who's watched the sport enough will know that. It doesn't matter how hard the guys are hitting. If you get caught on the button at the end of a punch, you can go down. Nate's brother Nick knocked Robbie Lawler out with a jab. That's the example I like to use. Oh, and just for anyone hopping on right now, I don't know how many viewers we have. I can't see that, Steve. But make sure to check out the Pound for Pound podcast. I host with Smile and Sam Alvey. It's out every week. You can find it on iTunes, Spreaker, all that good stuff. We've had a lot of good guests on pretty recently. Guys who fought tonight. Lorenz Larkin's been on. Louis Smolka's been on multiple times. Jason Perillo, Michael Bisping's head coach, was on pretty recently, and Stephen Wonderboy Thompson was just our last guest. It was a really good one. We've got a lot of great guests coming up too, so check that out. The Pound for Pound podcast.
Head over up here, MMALatestNews.com. Make sure you're following us on Twitter, Facebook, and Twitter. We've got all sorts of stuff all week. We've got content all week. We've got written content. We've got audio content. We have video content. We had a complete package. We do it all for you guys. So as we keep saying, we're at 650 on the likes. Smash the likes. Let's get to 1,000 likes.
Do it.
And I'm going to do something crazy for you all. I'm not saying I'm going to take you to New York, but it's going to be pretty crazy.
Steve, I would have thought I'd see the day where Nate Diaz is the headliner of a UFC pay-per-view. Ever.
With
he
no
was the
title.
last dude
There's no
announced.
title on the line. When was the last time we had a pay-per-view with no title?
It's crazy. And to see Conor come out first made my jaw drop, man. Nate's the last guy coming out. I'm like, this is a dude who's been around forever.
This is a guy who's 20-10. He's not got the most glittering record in the UFC, has he? We're at about 2,000 viewers. This is amazing compared to what we had for 201. We're over 2,000 viewers. We are closing in on 700 likes. Lads, you are absolutely killing it for us. Let's smash them likes, and let's see what we can do for 1,000. The boss has not replied to us yet. In fact, Jim was meant to be calling in, actually, from Cage Side. Let me just throw him a message and see if we can get the legend that is Jim Edwards in on this call from Cage Side.
That would be pretty great. So I wonder if, man, this is such an intriguing fight, man. I didn't think I was going to be this excited for it, but I'm super excited for this. Oh, Conor looks a lot more loose. He looks a lot more loose than he did in the first one.
Can you pause your stuff,
man.
or is it going to fuck it up?
What's up? What do you want me to do?
Can you pause your shit, or is it going to fuck it up?
Let me try.
We're almost at 750 likes. We are definitely going to smash it. I'm going to have to figure out what we're doing for this for 1,000. Okay. I don't know what we're going to do, but thank you to everyone who's smashing it. We're at 2,100, almost 2,200 on the stream just before this fight kicks off. This is amazing. Thank you for all the support. Hit that subscribe button as well if you're liking what you see. If you like your MMA content, we have video content every single day. We talk to fighters, we analyse it, we talk to you guys, we bring fans in, we talk to them on Skype. So let us know. We are now 750. We are 250 away from I don't know what we're going to do. But keep hitting that subscribe button. We really appreciate all the subscribes. We're trying to build something here, and you guys are really helping that. We are nearly at 2,300, and we are nearly at 800.
Steve, why don't we do a signed shirt? I'll get Sam to sign something.
Yes, we'll get Sam Alvey to sign him. Has he got any of his UFC shirts left?
Yeah, I'm sure he does. I'll shoot him a message right now.
Right, we will get you a signed UFC shirt from middleweight Sam Alvey for 1,000. We will do that. I'm sure. Do you know what? Could we get to 2,000 likes?
That'd be insane.
Shit.
Do it. You can do it. Oh shit! Look at.
Conor is all business, man. I haven't seen. Normally he's joking around, isn't he? He's pulling that stupid Joker face. He might as well have a suit and tie on here. He's that much business tonight.
Man.
How's this going down, Jordan? Talk to me. How is this going down?
Oh my god, I have no idea. So my official prediction was McGregor by decision because I thought that he was going to talk all this shit about coming out hard and fast, and then actually I think what he's going to do is come out and pick his shots and be more patient and wait for Nate to commit and try to counter, because that's where we've seen Conor make his money in the past. Conor's not the best combination puncher, combination striker in the UFC. He's a one-punch counter guy. So I think if he lays back and lets Nate commit and then try to land that big left counter, he could have success. We've seen Nate stopped before by big counter shots. Josh Thompson hit him with a big head kick counter and finished him that way. So, I mean, I know Nate's really, really tough, but I think that's the strategy for Conor to win this one. I think he needs to be more patient.
What you get with Conor is he sets traps for you.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff that he does is not.
Yeah. He needs to throw leg kicks too. Attack the legs.
Yeah, he's got to use the leg kicks. He's got to go with the oblique kicks.
Dos Anjos murdered Diaz with leg kicks.
We're over 800 likes. We are nearly 2,300 people. This is awesome.
Keep it up.
Keep smashing that likes. We are less than 200 away, and I don't know what we're going to do when we get there, but I'm certain we're going to get there. Come on, lads.
So what's happening on yours? Where are you at right now, Steve?
I'm just going to message off Matt, see what it is. Is anyone around to play? Oh, it's a work-related thing. Never mind. I've just had it started. I'm at 450, 448, 47.
All right. So unfortunately, I'm just a few seconds ahead of you, so I'm just going to have to shut my hole.
All right, so we're seeing McGregor looking. He is looking to go for the kicks.
Yeah. Landing some good leg kicks. That's what he needs to do.
Yes, he's gone for another kick. He is going for the kicks, and I see him with a Celtic cross as Nate
he's frustrated.
throws. Yeah, so Nate trying kicks. It looks awkward.
Yeah, he's
gone for another kick.
Nick does not. Yeah, Nick and Nate Diaz do not throw a lot of kicks. Yeah. It looks like Nate's doing a good job checking some of these, but you can tell it's frustrating him already.
Yeah, again, another kick. I think we know the game plan. He's obviously watched Dos Anjos, and he's gone, guess what? That leg's mine. It's coming on with me tonight.
Exactly. Which is smart, which is what I kind of think we all thought he was going to do the first fight.
If it goes like this, then my money gets moved onto McGregor, because at the minute it's kind of hovering in between the two of them. Another leg kick. He did check that one, no doubt. Might have hit him right.
Let me say this right now. Conor's strategy this fight is already a lot better than the last fight.
Yes, I've seen him throw one left hand at the moment. I haven't seen him throw a jab. I haven't seen him throw any sort of offensive hands.
Conor's looking good, man. Conor's looking really good.
Looks calm.
This is what he should have done the first fight.
He's not even got his mouth open. That's how calm he is. He's not even breathing.
He's being patient. He's throwing leg kicks. He's throwing jabs. This is how you beat Nate Diaz. Yes. You don't go in and try to slap box with him.
Commenters, everyone in the YouTube. Oh, what's going on here? Leg kick. Commenters, what's going on? What's everyone saying? Are you impressed with Conor's early 2 minutes through this fight? What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very impressed with Conor. This is exactly how he should have fought the last one. He's landing some very solid leg kicks. He's establishing his jab. He's really eating up the distance, that range advantage that Diaz has. He's not allowing Nate to throw his jab and get set. Conor's cutting off the cage. He's landing big, heavy leg kicks. Nate's leg is already super purple, and we're only 2.5 minutes in. Yeah, Conor's fighting very well.
Leg kick.
Yep. This is Conor's fight.
I'm certain that this is going Conor's way now. I think.
Yep. I agree.
And the same thing that we saw it's almost funny watching Nate Diaz throw leg kicks. It's like me throwing leg kicks. I think what we saw in the first fight was the oblique kick was working well. He's not used the oblique kick, but he's definitely turning into those. That is brutalized that lead leg of Nate Diaz.
Well, and it makes so much sense too, because like we said, just a few fights before we saw Dos Anjos lay the groundwork. This is how you beat Diaz. He's so heavy on that front leg, you just pulverize it with low kicks.
He's disengaging now as well, I think.
Oh, good combo.
Yeah, Conor's telling him he's not doing nothing. He's starting chatting shit now. This might be what Conor wanted, where he's making Nate lose his head a little bit.
I don't know. I don't know if that's the right. I think keeping calm is the right strategy. I don't think you want to get in a war of words with Nate Diaz. I think that's actually that could backfire for Conor.
I think it'd be worse with Nick. I think it'd be worse with Nick. I think not so bad with Nate inside the cage at least.
Oh man,
he's got to keep the pressure on and keep pushing him backwards. You can't throw the sort of punches that Nate throws. Oh, that's overhand.
This is exactly what I thought Conor needed to do to win this fight.
It is what I thought he needed to do, but I didn't think he had it in him to do it.
Yeah. He's got, man, watch Nate's right leg. He doesn't know when to check. He's just constantly bringing it up, which is not going to allow for any power on some of those punches.
This is the thing that we thought he needed to do was to keep Nate backed up and then try and do work behind what I thought it was the oblique kick. I didn't think Conor was going to go to like a Thai style kick to the lead leg, but I mean, I can't wait to see the stats at the end of this round, how many times he's landed it, because he's landed it
a lot of heavy ones.
all but once, I think. I think I've seen Nate check one of them, and
maybe
he's
one
probably
kick.
I bet he's landed a dozen. He's landed a dozen, hasn't he? Let's face it. Oh,
Yeah,
and he's
hard.
staggering him with these now. This might be a
Hard.
Barbosa-style stoppage due to leg kicks. This is ridiculous.
He's
and
wobbling.
he's
Oh,
swinging
man.
wild now. This is brilliant.
Yeah, this is
masterful
round's
from
all
Conor McGregor.
Conor. This round is all
We're
Conor.
nearly
It's not even
900
close.
likes, motherfuckers. Start smashing that like button, and we're going to do something wild. Jordan
Not
might even shake his
surprised.
head. Woo! Apparently. I got a wasp
Man,
in
so
there,
that's
which is
an
gonna
easy
get
10-9
big
for
can of
Conor.
this.
Well, I'm all the way through the round. I know you probably got a few seconds.
16 seconds remaining. Connor's just circling away, keeping the distance. He knows he's won this round. He's definitely won this round. Oh, and he's hitting him with some nice counters. This is as a dominant a round as you're ever going to see it in a main event like this, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Easy 10-9 for Conor.
Easy. Commenters, what do you think?
And he's landing that straight left too, man. Diaz is trying to throw that looping right hook that he likes to lead with, and Conor's hitting him with the straight left. Doing a really good job of that. I'll be interested to see what Diaz's corner is going to tell him to do here, because he can't take 5 rounds of this. You can't take 5 rounds of leg kicks like that.
Can he clinch? Can he clinch and drag this to the ground?
That's what he's going to need to do. He's going to need to try to close the distance and get this fight to the ground somehow, because he's not landing. Conor didn't take barely any damage that round.
Conor was
and
quicker
Nate's already
to the counter. He was quicker on the exit as well. He was first to the punch quite a few times. This
Nate's
is
busted up and his legs
masterful.
bruised.
We're over 900. We are on the home straight for 1,000. I have no idea what we're going to do. But we're going to have to do something. I'll just pick a winner and then we'll figure it out afterwards.
Connor's going
almost
for
3,000 people watching. I fucking love you. Make sure
That's
you subscribe or I won't love you. Just about to start the second
You think
round.
this one goes all 5?
No, this is not going all 5.
Shit. Oh, man.
Especially when you're saying things like that.
No. It's not an oh shit,
bites his
shit.
ear.
Yeah, Tyson hops in and finishes it for him.
So, Nate was trying to check then.
Not to hop back for a second, just because I wasn't on with you, but holy fuck, Rumble Johnson's the scariest person on earth.
What did we say though? We
dude.
said if he's gonna do it, he's gonna do it early, or Glover's gonna drag him into the letter stay. Oh shit!
This is a beatdown, man. Connor's beating the fuck out of Nate Diaz right now.
He's all business though. He's not smiling. He doesn't look like he's talking shit to him.
This is exactly what he should, man. This is for
clinical.
smart. This is exactly what I said
This
that
is
he needed to do.
man. This is clinical.
He's not rushing in. He's throwing leg kicks. He's not overcommitting. He's not getting into the.
Oh, this is brilliant. This is brilliant.
He's beating the fuck out of him.
And we're over 3,000 on the stream. We're about 60 or so away from hitting 1,000. We're over 3,000 on the stream. Thank you to you guys. Let's see if you've got any comments in the questions.
Everybody.
The comments are going far too fast for me to read. Well, make sure you all subscribe.
That's a heavy kick. Heavy kick.
Connor's at the moment, this is Connor's fight to lose at this stage now.
He's doing. You know what else? Connor's doing a really good job when Nate does try to close that distance and throw a jab or a looping hook. Connor's backing out of the way. He's actually leaving
really
extra. Yeah, it almost kind of goes against what you'd think you do against a taller fighter. He's staying further back so he can jump in and out because he's using his athleticism and quickness. Yep.
Talk about what's happening. We are talking about what's happening. At the moment, you've got
here's what's happening. Connor's kicking him in the leg and punching him in the face a lot.
This round has been a lot slower pace than the first round. I think Conor set his stall out in the first round.
Oh, man.
Leg kick the shit out of him. He's still dropping the leg kicks. Yeah. The leg kicks are still landing. They're still scoring. They're still doing damage.
This is all Conor McGregor.
But Conor
this fight is all Conor.
He's keeping sensible. He's being clinical when he needs to get in, but he's not staying in the pocket to receive damage when Nate starts throwing. Because Nate's throwing some wild shit on the as they disengage.
Yeah, and he's not overexerting himself. He can go at this pace for 10 rounds.
Yes. Oh, this is a beautiful slip. Slip and hit him with a right. You don't usually kind of hit him with a right. That was nice. But he has took a few shots too. He has took a few shots in the last 30 seconds or so.
Yeah. He's doing a good job of starting to fake that kick too, so Nate's trying to pick his right leg up more.
It's the perfect game plan. Like we said, people was talking about the fact that Nate took this fight on only a few days' notice. Conor also had to deal with someone of Nate's particular skill set on a few days' notice, and
absolutely
clearly didn't game plan in time or enough. But this is masterful at the moment. He isn't exerting himself. He hasn't tried any.
Nope.
He hasn't tried a hook kick.
He's making this a sparring session. He's dancing around and he's beating up his opponent. He's not getting hit. This is a Floyd Mayweather performance.
It is a.
And I mean that as a compliment.
Yeah. His head movement's fucking brilliant.
Ooh.
He's staying just outside the pocket, just outside. Ooh. So when Nate's throwing the jab and then Conor's coming back in with the kick beforehand, I need to see some stats because someone tell me the stats for how many times he's landed this leg kick.
There's a lot.
I've got a sore leg looking at Nate's leg. That's how much he's landed.
Hey, it's getting a little interesting.
Yeah, Nate's gone straight street style now. He's just gone no caution. Let's make this a brawl. I think. I don't know how. Conor
my gosh! Oh my goodness!
Conor's taking a few shots to the face here now, though. I think he needs to.
Oh, we've got some. Hey, it's a scrap now. Oh, give it a few seconds. These motherfuckers are fighting.
I've just seen Nate say, "Come on, then." Yep. It's about to warm up.
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't think the talking shit strategy would have been the best against Nate. I think keeping calm Conor is the best way to go here because.
Oh, absolutely.
Bring that hood shit. Oh man, they're up against the cage now, and this is where Nate wants to fight, man.
This is the war that Nate wanted.
Yep. This is not. Kavanaugh's got to be yelling for him to get out of there.
40 seconds. 40 seconds is a long old time to be in there doing this with.
This is also much more physically exhausting for Conor to carry Nate's weight against the cage like this.
Yes. Yeah, this is where I think you can't really game plan for someone who is so good like this.
All right, so I just finished second round. I'll wait till you get done and we'll talk about it.
So we know he at least gets out of the second round then. I think with a breather, Conor comes out, third round, steal that, and then you're going to have another wild Nate coming at you, knowing he's lost on the judge's decision possibly, and looking just to knock your face off. So I think that's about right.
I think right now the momentum is headed towards Nate, though.
Pardon?
I think the end of that round was all
Nate. Yeah, easily. Yeah. Making it a scrap what he wanted.
I think Conor still won around, but I think Nate's got a lot of momentum there.
Commenters, what are you saying? 3,500. We're 50 away from hitting that 1,000th like.
There we go.
Make sure, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you again. We do a watch along for every pay-per-view card. Jordan's going to be hosting the next one for 203. Or it'll be a joint one for 203 because then we've got Manchester, which is where I am, which I'll be at. So I can't do it. Conor's face still isn't hurt. I don't know. I think he took a few shots in there.
He did. He took some shots. I mean, he's not bleeding. Nate's bleeding. Conor took some shots there, though.
Yes. Oh, that was a big left hand that put Nate on his ass. So you got Nate that's cut. He's got a busted up leg. He's been put down.
Nate's face is about 80% scar tissue, though. So him bleeding is nothing special. This dude's been fighting since he was like 12.
But then Conor was rocked big time there. He did well to not completely go down. Yeah,
he was. Yeah. Nate hit him with some shots there at the end, and Nate's. Oh, here we go. This is a much better fight. This is a much more even fight this round.
This is warming up to be the
if it keeps going like
Griffin
this
of the new millennium hit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the same millennium actually.
Yeah. Can you imagine if these guys say this fight goes? Holy shit! What can you imagine a trilogy between these guys?
Well, they've already basically let the cat out of the bag with that, haven't they? Oh my god, they're just it's starting to get rock 'em, sock 'em robots, and I think this is where Conor ends up losing.
This is not where Conor wants
I don't think he has the durability for this.
No, and he doesn't have the transition.
Duran, he is not.
He needs to be careful in transitions. Nate's slick as fuck in transitions.
Yeah, Nate looks like he's fucking around, doesn't he? But there's a lot of technique in his boxing.
Yeah, that's a really apt description of the Diaz's in general. They look like they're just kind of fucking around. They don't know what they're doing, but they're super slick and technical.
Unbelievable, yeah, and they can go for weeks.
Yeah, oh yeah, cardio is not an issue here.
I don't know what's going on. Maybe everyone's ahead of me, but all I'm seeing is swear words in the comments. People are just going, fuck.
Well, I mean, Nate's doing some good work up against the cage.
I'm on that. I'm on 347. I've got Nate
I'm at 320. So Nate's doing. I think so far Nate's doing a good job this round.
Oh, we hit 1,000 likes. We hit 1,000 likes.
Hey! There it is.
And we're at almost 4,000 people watching. This is fucking brilliant. Thank you, everybody. Right.
Hey, you know what I'm going to see? I'm going to see if Sam fights next weekend. I'm going to see if Sam can get some other guys to sign a shirt too. So we'll see how many signatures we can get on it.
Hear that? You hear that? That's what you're getting. So, the next decent comment that I see... Michael Levesque, V-E-Q-E. Nate always bleeds. Michael Levesque, please get in touch with us either through the YouTube channel or hit me up on Twitter. You are tonight's other winner of the 1,000 likes. Right, you motherfuckers.
Oh, shit.
Can we
Nate
get 2,000 likes?
Doing some work. Uh-oh.
He's
Connor
eating
doing a
with
good
that
job
Stockton
avoiding this
slap.
takedown.
He's talking mad shit to him. Oh, Conor tried to spin shit.
Yeah. Man, they're doing some good work up against the cage.
This is the sort of fight that I thought Glover needed to have against Rumble Johnson.
Right, exactly.
Pressing up against the cage, put your head in his chest.
Until you got fucking uppercut to the Shadow Realm. That was fucking brutal, dude.
Would you rather be run over by a bus or hit in the face by Anthony Rumble Johnson?
Yeah, the answer is yes. I'd rather be hit by a bus. Because at least then I'm dead. I don't have to wake up and have my jaw broken in 6 places.
You may
with
also
a
be
big,
dead if Anthony
beautiful,
Rumble Johnson
dark-skinned man standing over me, just looking like a champion. All right, this is a good round. This is a good fight, man.
206, I've got Conor pressing Nate up against the cage, but it doesn't actually look like he's doing anything. I think he's almost stalling, because he's not going to take him down, so what are you doing?
Conor's looking tired, man. He's taking some big, deep breaths.
Third round, we've only seen him go to the distance once in the UFC, and that was due to an injury.
Yeah.
So, he is looking to... I can't fucking remember the fight.
Max Holloway.
No, that was the fight with that. Yeah, no, it's not that fight I'm thinking.
Oh.
Actually, I'm thinking... Carlos Condit and Nick Diaz. That's the fight I'm thinking right now. Is that Conor's playing the Condit character, obviously, and Diaz is playing the Diaz character.
Right.
And he's just basically got a point scorer and get out of there and not engage. That's how he wins this fight. If he stays in the pocket, it's not going to go well. Although,
this is a hard round to score, man. This is a really fucking hard round to score. Oh, Diaz doing some good work up against the cage.
The faces on the pair of them
get out of there,
both
Conor.
Showing it.
Get out of there, Conor.
We're approaching 1,200 likes. You motherfuckers have smashed it, haven't you? Can we
Holy
get
shit.
2,000 likes? This is amazing. I didn't think we'd get up to 4,000 viewers on this stream.
No, that's insane.
Make sure you subscribe. We'll be here next time as well. 43 seconds left in round 3 for me.
All right, I'm at 10 seconds.
That landed. That landed.
Oh, shit.
That landed.
My gosh.
Oh, my God. Connor's took maybe a dozen.
Connor's taking some big
shots.
shots. Holy shit.
28 left. 28 left. 26.
This is a scrap.
This is a scrap. This could end up being the Griffin Bonner of 2016.
Yeah.
This is great.
This
and
is
the good thing
fucking
is I know that there's so much. There's a knee.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Dude,
he's
Nate
holding on like
at
fuck
the
now.
end of that round.
He is holding on. That's it, John. Call it. Jesus, what an end to that round.
Yeah, I think it's 2. Nate took that round, but I think
Nate's
Conor still up 2-1. But I'm telling you right now, Conor looks exhausted.
Just mute the mic and bring it back on again. Or just check the connection on it.
Yep.
Just check it's plugged in. I'm just getting a bit of feedback on it. Speak.
Better?
Oh, perfect. There we go. That was sorted it.
Yeah,
it's
so
Saved by the Bell. So one of the comments in there, who was that? Elite Dubstep. Yeah, mate, I think he was Saved by the Bell. We're about to crush 4,000 viewers. 3,980. Are we going to do it? Next refresh.
All right, man. This is the championship rounds here.
Yeah, championship rounds. We have not
immediately
seen
coming out, going to the body. He knows Conor's tired.
Yep. Conor is tired. I think
he's still got some pop, though.
Conor's chance was early in that fight, I think. And like I said, is this where we see Nate's durability and Nate's weight start to have an impact on this?
If it keeps going up against the cage, I think so. But out in the center of the octagon, Conor's still got a chance to outstrike him and just keep it distance and outpoint him.
Smash those likes. If we get to 2,000 likes, we have no idea what we'll do. I think we'll have to sort... What we'll do is, if we get 2,000 likes, we will buy you a ticket to a UFC event near you. We're not going to take you Vegas if you're not from Vegas, but if you are, maybe you've just dipped in. If we get 2,000 likes, we will buy you one ticket because they're well expensive.
That's awesome.
One ticket. How's that? 2,000 likes, one ticket.
I think
that's a fair deal. Get fucking smashing that like button. I got 4:30 left in round 4.
Oh shit! Okay.
And both fighters are now quite flat-footed.
Yeah.
He's done the same thing again. Conor stopped going to the leg. In the first round, he hit him, maybe 15, 16 times.
Yeah.
We're at a minute of this round now, and he's not throwing
You know what, though?
leg kick.
I still like Conor's chances in the center of the octagon like this. Because unless Nate's getting him up against the cage and really starting to unload on him,
yes, I agree.
Conor's still doing pretty well. Oh, there's a good leg kick.
Oh, he's going back to it. I've not got there yet. I'm just seeing them basically just standing there slapping each other.
Yeah, there's some stock and slap.
A decent jab.
Yeah, Conor's still got some zip on his jab.
We are over 4,000. We are 600 and some off. Some fucker getting a ticket for a UFC event near you. Are you
That's
having
crazy.
that? Hit that like button.
So, hey, round 3, Diaz outstruck McGregor 58-24 in significant strikes.
That makes sense. And I think half of that was in the last 15 seconds.
Yeah, it was just, he was unloading. All right. Nate trying to do a little clinch work here against the cage. This is exactly where he wants it, and not at all where Conor wants this fight. Conor's done a good job of keeping it on the feet, though, but Nate's never really had a great offensive wrestling game.
Yeah, I've just got the stats up on mine there. So the first round, undoubtedly Conor's. Second round, probably
Very
Conor's.
close.
Third round,
Probably
undoubtedly Nate's.
Yeah, all Nate.
Fourth, as it stands, he's just about to press him up against the cage. So, unless McGregor gets away, likely to go
good
the
work
same
to
way
the
as last
body.
one.
Man, that's a Diaz brother thing. You get your guy up against the cage and you just unload with about 4 or 6 hooks to the body.
That's what he's doing. He steps off and just throws like a madman, doesn't he? The cardio that Nate Diaz and his brother possess is absolutely.
It's nuts. They're triathletes. It's crazy.
It is. And they don't have a muscle definition between them.
No,
and they look like they've just finished a shift at a pizza shop and just got in there. But they will go for absolutely days.
They look like the dude who sells your brother weed.
They might be the dude that sells your brother weed.
They're probably the dude that sells your brother weed.
Speaking of which.
Man. Conor doing a good job here. Reversing position, getting the fight back to the center of the octagon. Both guys are tired, no doubt.
600 likes off some fucker getting a UFC ticket. Are you having that?
Wow. Good jab from
Thank you,
Diaz.
thank you, fellas. Keep sharing the video. Keep subscribing if you are new and hitting that like button. It means a lot to us. It really does. Our subscribers have gone up massively just tonight, so really appreciate it. Yeah.
Thank you.
And we do deliver awesome content in the backup. We've got Wonderboy Thompson doing a top 10 UFC knockout breakdown. We have Karate Hottie dropping us with a weekly vlog from Jackson Winklejohn Gym, which is phenomenal. You have me playing games and talking all sorts of shit, so it's well worth you to subscribe. Conor
Some good stories from Sam from our podcast on there too.
Yes, and you got to get on the podcast. Make sure you get on the podcast. We have a roundtable one, usually Thursday or a Friday, and then we have the Monday night podcast, usually Monday or Tuesday. With
usually out Tuesday mornings. Pound for Pound podcast. Find it on iTunes or on Spreaker. Myself, Sam, UFC middleweight Smiling Sam Alvey. We've had Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. We've had UFC flyweight Louis Smolka a few times. Michael Bisping's coach Jason Perillo joined us not too long ago. It's a really, really good time. Check it out.
We had Wonderboy actually calling out Tyron Woodley like 2 weeks ago, didn't we? It was a great podcast actually. Yeah,
it was good. Had a great conversation with Wonderboy, and actually he reached out to me afterwards and was like, anytime you want me back on, I'm on, man. I really enjoy doing the show. So.
All right. We got 39 seconds left in round 4. Championship round. First time we've seen Conor McGregor in championship round. The pair
I don't
of
know
them
how to score this
look
round,
like
man.
they've just walked out of an abattoir. They are caked in blood, the pair of them. They're throwing one-shots. This is Rocky and Apollo 2 at the moment. This is how this is going down. This is a scrap.
What percentage of that blood is Nate Diaz's? I'm going to say about 85% of that is Nate Diaz's blood.
I don't know if Conor's cut, actually. It looks like he's got a cut on his nose, but I don't think he's doing so much.
I think he's got a little bit of a bloody nose, but Nate's bleeding under his left eye and over his right eye. But again, that's not surprising. Nate bleeds in every fight he's in.
He slipped.
Yeah, it was a slip. And then Conor gave him that little fake kick to the face while he was on the ground, too.
Conor's blowing, though. Conor is definitely blowing. And that's the end of the 4th. We are into the 5th and final round.
Who's winning?
It's going to hinge on that last round, and I don't think anyone really won it. This is where the half point comes in. Because you could argue that the second was probably a half point. You could see that being 10 to 9.5.
You could even score round 2 as a 10-10.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, I don't know if they've been told to do more draws. Actually, I don't know what the crack is on that.
Rounds 2 and 4 were really close. Round 1 was all Conor. Round 3 was all Nate Diaz.
Absolutely.
So
2 and 4.
It's
going to hinge on those. Someone needs to come out and win this fight in the 5th, and that'll probably win.
Oh, here they go. They're throwing right off the bat.
How is Nate still standing off some of these shots? Conor's hit him with an unbelievable 2-1 there. And
I think it's a couple things. One, it's Nate Diaz is tough as fuck. And 2, Conor's power does not translate as well as... Power doesn't translate up this much with guys who are used to being hit by big, strong guys.
We're about 500 likes off. Come on, you got 1 round. Can you smash it in 1 round for a UFC ticket?
Do it. UFC ticket.
4,500 people watching. I'm blown away. Thanks for the support. Although I don't know how many of you are here still now tuning in thinking that this is the fight. But for those of you who stuck around, I really do appreciate it.
Stick around. All right, so Nate's got Conor up against the cage here. This is where he wants it. If this is that close of a fight and the winner of this round takes the fight, Nate's got the fight where he wants it right now. He's got it up against the cage.
That would probably seal it for me, that he wins a decision. Is there a third if it's 2-0 to Nate? I don't see it.
I think, this fight's been so close. Absolutely, you can justify a third fight. The problem is...
With all the stuff Conor needs to do at feather and lightweight, potentially?
That's the thing. They need to figure out what Conor's doing with that belt. They need to figure that out. So that's the only problem, is they need to figure out what the fuck's going on with the 145 belt. They either need to have Conor vacate it, or they need to have him defend it. But I would like to see a third fight between these guys.
4:01 left in round 5, and what I have noticed is now Conor definitely has stopped with the Thai leg kicks, just as he throws one. It was checked though. The Thai leg kicks, much like in the first fight with the oblique kick to the knee, that was keeping the fight at range. That was stopping Nate coming forward.
Oh shit!
Now,
oh shit!
Oh,
Nate's going for a takedown. Nate's going for a big takedown.
The leg kicks is what I think was what was dominating it in the first. Now I'm seeing Nate coming forward and Conor walking off because he stopped.
Good defense. Good takedown D by Conor here.
Is this in the middle of the octagon to do it? I'm on 321. He's up against the cage.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm a little bit ahead of you here.
Don't put it in the hands of the judges. There you go. Is he going down?
This is some strange shit going on. Conor walking away with his hands on his hips. Nate pointing at him, saying some shit. Some strange stuff going on here.
Dana White looking very tanned. Very tanned.
Looking all sorts of HGH'd out of his mind.
I didn't want to say it.
Oh, it's not that's not a jab. It's just, it is what it is. Dana's toned. He goes to the gym. He uses some supplements.
From Mexico, from Tijuana.
Mexican supplements. It's no big deal.
Oh, man, we might even crest at 5,000 fucking viewers watching it. This is
holy shit. Oh, man. Good work from Nate up against the cage here.
Conor's going back with the leg kicks. 2:30 left. Is there a final flurry in this fight? I mean, it's been an absolute war. It's a shame that it goes to the judges. It'd also be a shame if someone did end up tipping after this.
A lot of good work from Nate going on right here.
The cage work from Nate's been fantastic. This is how you nullify McGregor, but I think McGregor needs to look at what he's done wrong here, because he was smashing it with the leg kicks early doors. Oh, nice elbow there from Nate. That would have been a scorer.
He got sucked into this trap of getting in a dogfight with Diaz. You can't do that. You have to maintain technique.
All right, about 400 likes needed. Hit that like button. Hit that like button,
there it is.
And you might have a ticket. 146 left in the fight. We got Nate pressing Conor up against the cage. Conor's takedown defense up against the cage is brilliant. It's very impressive. There's a lot of blood on both of them. Very slippy, so I wouldn't have thought you could ever go for a submission this late in the stage when they're all.
No, these guys are too slippery. I don't think anyone's unless you can get somebody's back here.
This is probably going to the judges. I don't think it.
That was
the amount of shots they've took so far. No one is.
Yeah.
Conor slapping Nate's ear. That's so annoying.
Conor going for a takedown here.
Oh no, we know what happened when he did that last time.
Yeah. Oh, got a good little trip. Okay. I didn't do anything.
We are 80 people away from 5,000.
Wow.
Oh, that's a good job. He ducked out of the way of that elbow. That could have been good night.
Mm-hmm.
70 people
I have
away
no
from
idea
5,
how you're going to score this fight.
300 away from 2,000 likes. Absolutely smashing it. Hit those likes. And you could have a ticket. We will get you a ticket for the closest UFC event to where you live.
Nate's doing such good work
Oh, you
against
don't
the
live in
cage.
Australia.
Hard time
Don't
to.
go there
It's
often.
a hard. This is going to be hard for the judges not to. If this
Oh.
goes to the judges here, not to give this last round to Nate. And I don't know about
Yeah,
the fight, but
Octagon control, he's kept it up against the cage. You've got to give it Nate for me.
oh, with the way, yep.
It's got to be. 24, 23 to go. Still Nate pressing Conor up against the cage.
Man.
Early part of the fight,
Good
masterful from Conor. I'm not going to say he gassed. I'm just going to say
No,
Nate.
it was a normal 5-round
Nate
fight.
was going to get. The takedown. Yeah, the takedowns won it. The takedowns probably won the fight. I would definitely expect to see.
Oh man,
They could score the second
round
and fourth though.
for me.
If they
2
scored
and
a second
4 were
and
so
fourth,
close.
Yeah, if they scored a second and fourth from McGregor, then it's his fight, obviously, because he's got 3 rounds.
Yeah.
I don't think he has. I reckon it could be 1 and 2 McGregor. Commenters, let us know. What do you think? I think 1-2 McGregor, 3-4-5 Diaz. I reckon.
Yeah, I'd be. Yeah, I think that might be how I see it too. 1-2 McGregor, 3-4-5 Diaz, 3 being dominant and 5 being pretty one-sided as well.
We are over 5,000 viewers. Thank you, everybody.
God,
Make sure you
that's
hit that subscribe. There's 5,000 of you in here.
Shit.
5,000.
Man, they just showed the replay. Watch the replay of Nate up against the cage, just doing work on Conor. Man, he took a lot of shots that fight.
That left that put him down, or the 2 lefts that put Nate down.
Yeah,
He just didn't
these guys
capitalize on what he
have
had.
good chins. They both
Hit
have
that
very
subscribe
good chins.
button, and we are back. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. If you hit the like button, you're gonna get a ticket, one of you. And if you hit that subscribe button, you can come back, and we'll have you back for every single pay-per-view card where we do this. We speak
All
to
right,
fans,
so
we speak
the
to fighters, speak to everybody.
UFC fan voting 65% says Conor won.
I don't trust that.
Yeah, I know.
we're less than 200 likes, about 160 likes off.
Do it. Get a
on,
UFC ticket. Hit
you're
the
gonna
like
get a
button.
ticket.
Right.
1-2-4 Conor, is that was what everyone's saying. 1-2-4 Conor, 1-2-4 Conor. Wow, there is a lot of people thinking, and do you know what? Would not shock me. Would not shock me.
No, round
putting
2
the
and
volume
4
on, fuck
super
it.
close.
I'm putting the
2 and
volume
4
on. Let's have it.
close.
5,500
Okay.
people watching. We are 150 likes away from someone getting a UFC ticket. That's awesome. Did someone just say 271 strikes to Nate?
Yeah. Nate outstruck him.
Again, that's the pitter-patter. Conor was selecting
Yeah, it
the
is.
shots a bit more, yeah.
Let's
3-4-5
see what it
Diaz.
is.
3-4-5 Diaz. It's a split. Don't expect. I could see a split.
I'm not going to
decision
say
in this,
shit.
actually.
I'm not going to say shit.
Okay, you don't
Since
say
I'm
shit.
ahead of you.
We are 80 likes, 70, 63 likes from someone getting a UFC ticket. 59 likes from someone getting a UFC ticket. Someone's getting it, aren't they? Let's face it. 41 likes from someone getting a UFC
That's
ticket.
fucking crazy. That's crazy. I'm glad I don't have to pay.
Here we go.
It's coming out of,
I'm gonna wait for
coming
the
out of
decision.
Boss Man's pocket.
It's gonna come at the same point. It's gonna come at the same point. 29 likes away from someone getting a ticket. Make sure you subscribe now as well, you fuckers.
That's a good fight. I think whoever you give
Hang
the
on.
decision to here, it's a good fight. It was a close fight.
28-27 McGregor, first one. Oh, 47-48.
I want to hear what he's saying, but I have my audio.
Oh, McGregor won it!
They give it to
Majority
Conor.
decision, split decision, not unbelievable. Actually, it could have gone either way. It could have gone either way. Unbelievable. And we have smashed 2,000. The next comment that I see that I like the look of has just won a UFC ticket. And I can't read them. They're going too fucking fast. And it's going too fast. I can't pick one. I'm going to have to stop the stream. Bosh, let's go. And Liam Wiggins. Liam Wiggins, you've just won a ticket. If you, that sounds like an English name to me. If you're in England, you might be going to UFC Manchester, my friend. Liam Wiggins, get in touch. Prove that you are Liam Wiggins. I need to write these down, don't I? Connor, have you got?
I should.
Jordan, have you got a pen?
Yeah.
Right, Levesque got the 1,000. Comedy TV got the 500, and Liam Wiggins got the 2,000 for a ticket. There's 5,500 people watching, and we might get 3,000. The boss man might kick me ass, but do you know what? Can we get 3,000 fucking likes on this or what?
Do it.
Right, can we just
What
talk
a win
about this
for-
decision for a real quick? Seems like that's what
Yeah.
everybody's here for. Conor McGregor just won a majority decision against Nate Diaz from the first, the second, and probably the fourth round. I'm guessing is where
Had to
it's
be
come
1, 2,
from.
and 4.
It's gotta
Those are
be.
the only rounds you
It's got to
can give
be. Absolutely, it's got to be. It's got to be. Wow.
Well, you know they're going to fight again.
Yeah.
Crowd's going nuts for
Crowd
Diaz
is
right
going
now.
nuts. What's he saying here
Yeah,
now?
I mean, that's a close fight, man. They're going to fight again. I don't know if it's going to be right away.
Ah, there you go. He's just said, we're doing the trilogy. It's going to be on my terms. It's going to be at 155. That's a different fight.
It is.
That is a different fight. Wow.
Why does he want to do it at 150? I don't know. You would think that gives even a bigger advantage to Nate at 170.
No.
But
I think Nate struggles to get to 155. I think he's got to cut weight.
Yeah.
I think he's got to cut weight for this, to be honest. I think Conor cuts weight easy to 55. Wow. Wow. He impressed me in the first couple of rounds.
Conor's game plan was great to come out. The first round, Conor looked phenomenal. Conor looked absolutely amazing. Second round,
it was his fight. If it carries on like this, he didn't carry on like that, but clearly did.
No, he didn't.
Just enough.
Yeah. He did a good job. He did enough in the second and fourth rounds, and obviously a lot of mutual respect between those guys. They talked in there, but they know how to sell a fight. But
They were
second and
smiling
fourth
like
rounds,
mad.
there was a lot of back and forth. They were close rounds. Gilbert Melendez not happy with the decision. Let me just say that. Gilbert is over there being upset.
Let's hit the Twitter actually while we're on and see if we've got any. Doesn't look like it. Whoever's on the Twitter's not been hitting the likes.
Kavanaugh kissing Conor's bloody forehead. That's fucking disgusting. Getting BJ Penn style, licking blood off the gloves.
Yeah, that's kind of gross.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was a little gross.
Jaden, what do you think of that?
I told you Conor McGregor was going to win.
Jaden said he told me Conor McGregor was going to win.
He told you. That's funny. What time is it over there, Steve?
It is 5:32 in the morning, mate.
Oh, that's insane.
Right, listen, thank you to
What a
everybody who has joined us tonight. I've really enjoyed tonight. I really enjoyed 201 that we did. We've had about 30 times as many people join us tonight, which was fantastic. The comments stream, apart from the first part where people was just pissed that they thought it was the actual stream, it seems like everyone was here for what they was here for right at the end, and I'm blown away. So thank you to everyone who's joined us. Please subscribe, stick around and watch some of our other videos because we do have some awesome content. And Jim and Matt are there right now cage side, so there will be some fan cams and probably there's no press conference, is there? So I don't know if there's a scrum. There's no press conference, but I don't know if there's a scrum. There might be some fan cams. There will be a post-fight review show with Jim and Matt within, I don't know, an hour and a half or something like that. So make sure to check that out. And thank you for joining us. And if you was one of the winners, please get in touch. Jordan's wrote the names down. I'll get him to text me those names. Get in touch. Prove that it's you on that account. I don't know how we do that, but I do know how we do that. And I'll speak to whoever does that as a winner. So thank you for joining us. Hope you come back for UFC 203. Is it the end of next month?
Yeah.
Is it the end of next month?
Yeah.
I can't remember when it is. We will be back. And that's it. Thank you for watching us. Honestly, this is fantastic to be able to do these little events with everybody. We are here for every single pay-per-view card or title fight. So again, from me, from Jordan, from Gage, the two Nicks, everybody that's joined us tonight from MMA Latest, anyone that's got involved in the comments, thank you for joining us, and we'll be back probably in like an hour really for everything else that's coming out. We'll see you later. See you in a bit.